Yo, what's up? It's your boy Tanner. We got a special guest with me right now. You can introduce yourself, man.
Deals and drills in full effect, y'all. What's good, man? Shaka picks, Spitz McMahon, voice of Baltimore hip hop, battle scenes, PD Green, Mr. Bike now. You know.
yeah. So what's up with you? We get pounds or
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got one shots.
Yeah.
I told my arm still killing me right now.
It's privileges.
yeah. So so we start. How you been though? You been out?
Yeah, man. I've been good, man. On the health, been trying to get my health back. You know, I've been dealing with this fight with cancer, so. You know, I was down for a second, but you know, I'm on the upswing. You know, I'm on the upswing. So you know, living back on the bike. So you know,
and that's good, man.
Good.
So we gonna get up right into this thing, man. So you know, a lot of people, like I said, as far as me and him, I just give y'all a little bit of history. Me and him, you know, two battle hosts, you know, down here in Baltimore City, Baltimore, Maryland, whatever you want to call it. But a lot of times, a lot of people, me and him were just talking. A lot of times they don't ask us questions and they don't want to get to know us a lot of times. They just like, yo, win the next battle and win this. So that's what we getting into, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm glad to have this opportunity. You had like an interview before? This is like your first one.
What was you?
No, I'm just saying like period.
Nah. Yeah, I've been interviewed a lot of times, plenty more times than I can count. But yeah, but again, like you know, it's you know, different interviews bring out different answers, and you get different aspects because you know, like we was talking about before, some shit I forget, you know what I mean? Until somebody says something or asks a question or we having a conversation that touches on something like, oh yeah, or bong, I mean alley-oop into something else, you know what I mean? But so nah, like you know, whatever we go do here, man. Like,
I'll be back real quick. Now I gotta use the bathroom.
I was about to say, damn, already?
No, I want to get us some rags in case, you know what I mean? You know, like I said, we doing like, you know, because I know I'll be having allergies, you know, I'm drinking this Mad Dog, so I'm going to have Mad Dog lips on the camera. So got you. You good? So,
Yep.
So, like I told him, we keep it raw, man. So, let's get it started. So, let's get to know the younger Shaka Pitts, man. So, tell me, you know, where you was born and raised at and how that was growing up as a kid, man.
All right, so I was actually born in Duquesne, Pennsylvania, which is right outside of Pittsburgh. So that's where I was born, but I was raised in New York. So it's ironic, you know, the Pitts from Pittsburgh area, you know. So it's so now my
that's where the name came from.
We're not really we came up from South Carolina, but it's just ironic that you know with the Pitts.
Right.
But no, you know, my family's known out there as far as the name wise, you know.
Right.
You know the name, but a contingent of my family moved to New York City, and my mom. So I moved to New York when I was real young. So I was raised in New York from the like I don't remember. I don't have any memory of being raised anywhere else except New York. You know what I mean? And went to high school, ran track, was really good.
So before that, so you talking about like in New York, you went to school, right?
I went to school
so
in New York.
You just said high school, so no middle school, elementary?
Everything in New York.
Oh, all right.
Everything in New York. So I went to I graduated from Boys and Girls High School in New York, and I had a full track scholarship. Went to Norfolk State. Norfolk State had some money problems, so they reneged on the scholarship. So after the first year, I was like, well, I don't want a red shirt. I'm really only here for college because I want to run. I'm going to keep it a buck. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not here really for the academics. I'm here because I can run and I want to run. And they give me the opportunity to run on the high level, which I want to do. And I'll get a degree doing it. Cool. Right. You know what I mean? But to be honest, the degree that's not what was pushing me. Because that's not, you know, I wanted to go to the Olympics and other stuff. You know what I mean? So, because I was pretty good.
Right.
So I said, I can't sit down and get a red shirt and all that because I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna fuck that money up. Already. You know what I mean? I know me. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm gonna fuck that money up. I can't do that. So what can I do? Because I can't go back. I can't go to the block. Because I already know what's in New York. I know what I left. I was pretty much one of the only ones in my crew who didn't get either hit up or, you know what I mean? It was locked up. Right. So track was my escape. That was my way out. So I said, fuck it, I went to the Army. I went to the Army.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? So
that's what I'm saying.
I was in the Army during the first Gulf War. So I went overseas Um, ran track for the I basically ran track for the Army. I won the Asian Championship, so the whole, all the armed forces in Asia, had competitions, and I was the Asian champion in the 400 and the 200. So came back to the States. I'm like, shit, I'm trying to run I'm trying to do the all Army team, and I'm now go to the Olympics and all this shit. And I came, so that's how I got here, because I came back to Fort Meade. So that's what got me in Maryland, right? So I got to Fort Meade, and I was like, all right, cool. So I tried to do the all Army thing, and politics kicked in. I was always Shaka pits. You know what I mean? I was, and sometimes I didn't play ball right. You know what I mean? The same way we'll talk about with the battle world. Same thing. I'm just not gonna do that to get that. Nah, I'm good.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm good. So politics kicked in with that, and they put me on weird shifts. I couldn't train. Like, all right, you work in 7-Eleven 2 days, and then you go. You know what I mean? So it was just really fucking me over. So I wind up getting out. And that's a whole nother story. I was doing some things. So I can talk about it now because the 7 years has passed. I even put a song out about it after the 7 years. So I was doing some robberies. While I was in the Army, I was also daytime. I worked in the pediatric clinic at Fort Meade. And saving lives. I'm in ERs. I'm doing my thing. Well baby check-in. I'm all over the place in Fort Meade, right? All over the place doing good, really good work, really good, creative.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But at nighttime, Lute, man, my man was out there. You know what I mean? We would go out and rob people. So this is by choice. I mean, you didn't have to. Bro, I was wilding.
Right.
Well, building. This is why I work with these young boys now, and I get it. I wasn't paying no rent. You know what I mean? I had literally a government job, right? I am the government, right?
Yeah.
Right? And I'm wilding, I'm wilding. I'm carrying when I knew I was going, right before it was a robbery that went bad. It changed everything. It changed my life, and it's the reason I'm in Maryland now. But I was doing putting an IV in a baby one time, and I was putting an IV in, and my elbow did like this. And I felt my gun. I was like, the fuck I got my gun? Like I'm in the clinic, in the hospital, on Fort Meade. And I'm like, yo, Shaka, you bugging, yo.
Yeah.
You bugging, yo.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Fuck, you got your gun on you. And so I had Army pants on with a scrub shirt because I worked in the hospital, right? So I had a scrub shirt on, and I'm like, yo, you wild. So we did a job. We robbed we knocked in we would rob hotels. We would catch people with ATMs. So we went to rob a hotel right on Route 1, Red Roof Inn, right next to Holiday Inn. So we went down there and tied a guy up and blah, 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 and things went bad, and my man got caught. I got away. He held water. He did 7 years of just a cut. He did 7 years a block away from where the shit happened, right? So Route 1 and 175, right? You got the Holiday Inn, and then and then you have Just a Cut is right up there. So, and so they knew I was involved because I was my man's. He was my sergeant, right? So then they knew what was up, and they was trying to press me and. My man held water, so then I left and went to New York just to see my aunt who was dying. And while I went to see her up there, I'm with another man, and he's driving. So I'm driving, and a car hit us, and he get out and start wilding. He went full Makai Pfeiffer. You know what I mean? I'm being with the fuck. I mean, full. Whatever. Y'all know the New York, right? He went full that nigga. And a cop was behind us. Blah 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 blah. I'm holding. Of course, I'm holding.
Right.
I get locked up. I was supposed to ship out to Texas for respiratory therapy training.
Right.
It never happened, Luke, because I'm locked up. So when I get back to Fort Meade, I was like, I reported in like, yo, something happened, boom. They just locked me up. The Army locked me up.
Dang.
So I had to fight that. So I did some time.
But let me ask you this, to stay on that topic though, because that like just got me thinking about something. So, and that's crazy because a lot of people do like I be thinking about that too. That like your same similar situation. Like a lot of people do be doing good, but a lot of times I don't know what it be to draw them back to keep doing these things. So that's what I wanted to say because like even just for me a little bit, even my dad. I remember I was getting in trouble in school, but I was passing though. I don't give a damn if I was getting C's and D's. Them niggas was passing me though. You know what I mean? But this nigga wound up sending me to job court. So I guess he was thinking like, this nigga, he gonna fail, so just, send him here and all that. So I'm trying to tie both of them together because it's like, sometimes, how can I say it? What I wanna say is like, not as far as the street life, but I think like a lot of times parents or anybody be thinking like if you go to the military, Navy and all this other stuff, it's gonna kind of draw that street nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna kind of draw that person up out of him.
My sergeant, was from LA. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like my other man who worked with me was a certified sup cuz crip. Like before he came in, he had Jerry curls. You know what I mean? Like so. Not really, brother. It's really who you are and what work you have to do with. So I still had a lot of work to do within myself. You know what I mean? I had issues that I wasn't even aware of. Because again, I didn't do any of this when I was most of it. I didn't do anything when I had guns when I was younger. But it was really because I had a gun. I never pulled it on anyone.
Right,
it was just I got a 32 literally with the tape around it. I mean that old ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got a gun,
Right.
but you know what I mean. It's work you got to do, Luke.
So that's basically like a personal thing. Like because if a nigga writes you a letter in prison, like yo, I'm gonna come home. I ain't gonna do the same. And then the nigga come home and do the same shit. Yeah.
Same shit, man. So it's about the work. It's like for me.
What would get you past that? I'm just saying, like some examples. What would more of church or praying or meditation?
I'm about to tell you now. It's like you have to be done with it. And
self thing.
And I can't tell you what done is. So it's no different than when you've seen people strung out, bro. You've seen people not in the right way. Right. I haven't been in the right way. You haven't been in the right way.
Right.
And come to a point when you gotta be like, man, fuck this shit. Whatever that is, whatever that shit is, right? Whether it could be an abusive relationship. Until you be like, man, fuck this shit. You staying in. So for me, it became and I still do it to this day. I actually say out loud whenever I'm trying to literally move. I'm like, fuck this shit.
Right.
And I'm able to at least take one step, right? Yeah. 0 to 1 is 100% improvement. So what happened for me? It was John. My man John, when he did that 7. And I'm fighting things, and then I went to his sentencing, and I heard all the shit that I did to people. So for instance, for me, I'm just robbing a nigga. Right? I'm not traumatizing anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about this black mask I got on in this 40 Glock in this nigga's memory. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not thinking about that. Right? I'm not thinking about when we pistol with the nigga the man we had tied up in a hotel. I don't think about the fact that it was kidnapped. We tied this man up. We gun butted him. We called his wife and told her we needed the PIN number, right? Because we got greedy. We usually just smash and grab, but no, this nigga had cards on him. Oh nah, we want all this, right? So again, comfortability and all, but the creator made that happen, right? But we're just robbing you. But so when I'm in court, and I was scared, it was like the Nino Brown. Remember when Nino was in court? It was like the nigga stood up and was like, so I'm like, oh man, I'm like, man, my man's solid. But you know, but you know, I'm like, my man can go. But I'm still scared because I'm still scared. So I'm sitting in the back of the courtroom and they saying all these things and they reading off the charge and they're talking about, and I'm like, that? I'm like, damn, can't happen to me?
Right.
I'm like, I was a fucking savage.
You were shocked.
Yeah, I'm like, oh God. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is what we were doing? You know what I mean? And you know, there were multiple cases that we did it for a year at least. There wasn't anything on Route 1, ATM or hotel that we didn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, but again, for us, it was just taking people. It was just a thing.
Keep talking.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So for me, that was it. You know, it was you know, it was like a junkie being fed up. You know what I mean? It was like you know, it was like, you know,
so it's tired,
and you look at that mirror, right?
Yeah.
That mirror, and you're like, oh, what the fuck?
I actually looked in the mirror. Yeah, like
yes.
See it for yourself.
It's like, have you ever tried crying in the mirror? You'll stop.
I never tried.
Try. Listen. If you're crying, when you like whatever, your girl leave you, your man leave you, and you in that you know that space you be in, right? You can't. Or the world on your shoulder, you start crying. Look in the mirror. You'll stop crying.
It's gonna be an ugly face or something.
You won't stop. You won't stop crying.
Right.
Because you won't be able to do that in the mirror. Right? The really who of who you are.
Yeah.
Don't want to see that shit.
Yeah.
So it's easy. So for instance, it's easy for me to tell you about some flaw or negative thing that you have if you've already had that conversation with yourself. Right? Yeah, what the fuck you talking about? Shut the fuck out of here. You be like, nah, yeah. And good.
Yeah.
Because you ain't telling me nothing.
Right.
We can have that conversation because I'm good. So, you know, I had to have conversations with myself and be like, I don't want to do this. I want to do more. You know what I mean? I like how I feel in the daytime.
Yeah. So when you did that more, that's when like the Most High was kind of like peaking more.
Yeah. But I still wasn't there because I was still doing my lady wrong.
But did you?
know what I mean? So
when certain that happened, did you kind of feel? Because that's what I'm trying to tell everybody. Like I believe God is like the universe. Like things are happening. You know what I mean? But did you feel anything when that happened? Or
no.
Just like
I'm
still out there.
I was like, well, I ain't doing that shit no more. I'm good. I'm good. But again, I still was carrying a gun. I still didn't have my license right. You know what I mean? I'm lying to my girl. I'm going out doing this other shit. Right, so I'm like, I'm not how real of a dude am I? How loyal am I when I can't even treat my girl right? Who's supposed to be so right. So it's like if I do her wrong, I'm probably gonna do Lute wrong. Lute don't stand a chance. Lute don't stand a chance. As much as she do for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She lay up right. She lay up under me. We share fluids. And you think you go, if I dog her out, I'm probably gonna dog you out.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I had to check. So the final check for me was a fire. I was in the fire, and the creator sat me down for about a month.
What state that was?
Here.
All right.
Here. I was. It was right before I started doing all.
Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah, I was living in Woodlawn, and the grease fire.
Nah, my bad. I was trying to transition with because we was talking about you was in the what's the other Maryland? You said something.
I was at Fort Meade, so I came up.
So when
you
came,
I didn't want
to be all over.
No. So I started. So from Fort Meade, I went to because my girl was living in Laurel. So yeah, so I got out when so after I did all that shit with the military, we was in Laurel. And then we moved from Laurel, Maryland. Then we moved from Laurel to Essex. I'm just in the surrounding area. But even what I did say is in the military, I was doing music also. So the song "Keep Your Heads Ringing," my man wrote that. "Natural Born Killers" with Ice Cube and Dr. Dre. That's on the song that I was on. He took the verses off and sold them to them. They went out to LA and I couldn't go. I couldn't make it, and they ran into Dre.
People gonna try.
And they actually ran into Dre. Shout out to my man J Flex. I'll tag you with his James Anderson.
People gonna probably be like, man, how old is this guy?
Oh, listen, I've been around. listen. I'm telling you, I've been signed twice. I've been signed twice. I've been out to to Death Row. Thanks to my man Flex. So after they got the deal and everything, I went out there. Even California Love, J Flex. So I went out there. We hung out, chilled during the Soul Train Music Awards. Went to Prince's Club. I've worked on Triple X2, the movie with Exhibit, and Q. I worked on that. Went to that premiere, red carpet premiere. I have I'm an audio engineer certified, so I have industry credits for that. I've done work. I mixed up for MJG. Yeah, so which is why when I started my radio show, I was able to reach out to industry people to come on the show, because we have these connections, or I hosted shows, and is the host of the show, I'm chopping it up with Rakim, why not? I'm chopping it up with Wu-Tang. So I've interviewed Ghostface, Raekwon in person.
Is this after the fire? Let's get
back
to that.
So the fire was like 2006-ish, and that's when I said I need to get my whole life right. So I remember, so I was making French fries, and the pot caught fire.
Dang.
Right. So because I left the pot. I left the pot, we went to the foyer, talking to my girl, blah, blah, blah. And then ran back in the kitchen, this shit is going on. I grabbed the pot. So I grabbed,
That's how you ran.
I grabbed the pot. And as soon as I grabbed the pot, I looked at camera too like this. Realized, why the fuck did I grab this pot?
It was hot. No,
hot. Nothing. Just because right above the stove was the little right, but it was wood. But it wasn't the vent. It was like the cabinets. You know what I mean? So it was wood cabinets above it. So I panicked and was like, "Oh shit!" Because I was buying this house. I was buying this house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, "Oh shit! I'm burning my fucking house down." So I grabbed the pot and realized it was too hot. I let it go. The pot hit the floor, and everything in the fire came up, and it burned me from here.
It got directly on you.
Yeah. The fire, and the grease, right? So, but I was standing up, and it dropped, and it came up. So luckily I had on boxes. Bro. So because so I got burned from literally from the boxer line, from above the boxer line, all the way up to my eyes. And if you look close, you'll see under my eyes is brown. My neck, you'll see spot patches on my neck. You'll see all these spots right here, all this shit, all that.
And that look like eczema or something.
That's from the fire. So bro, like real graphic. My nipple was hanging off. All this was I was 3rd degree. So when I was in the fire, I was in the ambulance. I remember looking up and saying out loud. I do a lot of out loud talking.
Right.
And I was like, for real, yo? For real? Like, you know what I mean? Like I ain't doing nothing, yo.
Yeah.
Like, what I gotta do, yo? You know what I mean? Sit down, like whatever, yo.
Right.
Whatever. You know what I mean? Like so right, fucking, you got it.
Yeah.
So that was a point where I started to try to, you know what I mean? I had nothing but time, man, and pain to deal with, and like it was the worst pain I had in my life. When I went to the hospital, they had to scrub me. They had to scrub all the burnt skin off. No anesthesia, just scrubbing in the shower, butt naked. They scrubbing me. You know what I mean? And I'm screaming in pain as and so I had a lot of healing to do, and then now I'm ugly too, right? I'm burnt. I can't. It's so bad they don't have mirrors.
Dang.
Right?
Yeah.
They don't even have mirrors on my ward, on my unit. So, that changed my game, and I decided that I went to I think I went to engineering school after that. I was in engineering school before that.
Oh, still in Baltimore.
So, all in Baltimore. Yeah. So once I got the Army, I stayed here. You know, I mean, I had a family here. You know, my lady, you know, my lady was here. We was raising my daughter. Mm-hmm. So my daughter wanted to graduate from Woodlawn. You know what I mean? So you know, we were here, and then I was involved in the music scene. I had the Spiritz Club studio.
So is that about to lead up to?
Yeah, so I had the Spiritz Club studio because the Spiritz Club studios. The Spiritz Club.
So that was the first. So the first thing you had in Baltimore
was the Spiritz Club.
So that's a radio station, you said?
So no. So the radio station came after that. The radio station came because of the Spiritz Club. So
don't skip that. Talk about Spiritz Club first.
Yeah, so the Spiritz Club was a conglomerate. So the Spiritz Club was the same way. Everything that happened with as far as pit fights and all of that. That was the Spiritz Club.
Could you put a date on?
The Spiritz Club was 2006-ish, something like that.
Because my bad, I don't want to cut them off, but I want to get the
2006.
I want them to get the timeline.
Yeah, 2006. So the robberies was the 90s, late 90s. The robberies late 90s. The fire and the fire. Me going to get my engineering training and all that was like 2002 to 6 when the five had first moved down from Charles Street, because 5 Seasons used to be on Charles Street, and moved from Charles Street down to across the jail. Right. So around that time, I want to say 2000. That might have been around 2006 or so. I think maybe.
Because I popped off in 07.
So when the towers fall?
Shit, 2003. I'm about to say 3 or 4. Damn. No, that was wild. That was way.
Yeah.
That wasn't one on MySpace.
Right. So
that was way before.
So right. Okay.
It might have been.
No. So I'm getting the date. So it was
Facebook.
So it was 6. So it was around 6. It was around 2006. Around 2006, because I was down to 5 Seasons. Yeah, I was going down to 5 Seasons and stuff like that. Yeah, so it was around 6.
So yeah, so break that Spiritz Club then. Yeah.
So
I used to hear about that. I used to see it posting all that. So I wanted to know.
So the Spiritz Club. So when was you on MySpace?
This is 07. I got
all right.
07.
Okay. So yep, we're in the right space. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So 6. So Spiritz Club was me trying to form NATO with artists and in the artistic community. So for instance, my motto was I don't turn anything down. I don't say I can't do anything, because my network is my net worth. Right. So me having a studio, if I have a studio and someone says, "Yo, you just did my song. That's dope. All right, I need you. You do CD copies? Yeah, I do. Boop. Yo, what's up, Mike Mac at Architect Studios? I'm gonna send boom.
Yeah.
Right. Or, hey, Ogun, how much you gonna charge for 100 studio? 100, whatever. Right. Or you need graphics? Okay, cool. Scar Akbar does this, or such and such. You know what I mean? So you just.
So you was like the plug.
Yes. Because the studio was the barbershop for artists. Right. So with the barbershop, the barbershop pretty much. If you go the barbershop, he can pretty much point you anywhere you need. Even if you need, I need a dentist. Oh, a dentist? Well, my man could dentist here. He come every Thursdays. You know what I mean? So it was like that. So it was gathering a network of artists and not just artists, but artists, whatever your art was, right? Because we all support each other. So let's work this network together, right? Yeah. So that's what the Spiritz Club was, but it was primarily MCs.
Okay.
Right. So it was primarily MCs, but we also had other entities, but it was primarily MCs. And these MCs we would support each other.
Now, at this time too, because
and then different crews, of course, all different crews.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. So at this time too, what you said, 2006, right? Mm-hmm. So at this time, still, I believe that this was 92Q was still big. So at that time, did you have certain 92Q artists?
So what happened? What happened is with the Spiritz. So I went on 92Q in 2006, and Tuesday Night Fights.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I went on Tuesday Night Fights, and I I pretty much was running through them.
So how did you get that? Did you do a pitch or did you say like,
no?
no.
So it's funny. Yeah. I was laying in the bed one night and Mully called me. Mully called me and was like, "Yo, what you doing?"
Mully man.
Shaka. Matter of fact, it wasn't even that night. It might have been that day. It might have been like 3 o'clock. It might have been that day. Like, what are you doing? I can't remember the time, but you had to. I'm like, "Oh shit," chilling. You know what I mean? Nothing. And he was like, "Yo, you want to get on the radio and battle? You can meet down at this 192 Q's on St. Paul."
Right.
So I went down there.
For you to battle or host?
To battle.
Like you talking about like you battle against somebody?
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't know that.
Nah. Listen, the pit gets it legitimate. The mindset, the way the pit was formulated is from my mindset and is an MC and is a battle rapper and coming from first generation hip hop where every MC was a battler.
Yeah.
For the most part, because you had to be able to test your skill has always had to be tested.
So if you telling me you actually battled on ICQ though?
Yes.
They don't got that documented nowhere?
Yes. That's the one. I actually have it on YouTube. It's on the Pit Fight channel on YouTube.
That's crazy.
So I battled for it was supposed to be 5 weeks, but I was on there for 7 weeks because I had 2 cancellations. So I'm just and so after I retired.
Who the fuck did they put you up against? Like
I
all the time? Who is Shalom and everything?
I can't remember, but I know.
Boss man, what the fuck? Like
no, I even shot. I shot.
That's hardball, Los, boss man.
No, but no, those a lot of those things. So I could tell these stories for days because there was battles, the Showtime battles that was supposed to. Remind me where we at right now before I
still at the 92Q.
92Q. So 92Q, before 92Q though, there was the old 5 seasons, Showtime, Who Got Next was a battle thing. Y'all looked that up, Who Got Next, where a lot of battles on there. Marv One, Quest McCody. Okay. It was a regional thing. And they came to Baltimore and it was supposed to happen, but niggas did nigga shit and it was like, fuck it. But in that, I was in the finals that day, I think the Block was in the building, so somebody from there, I don't know if it was Los or Scar or Drop, but one of the Block was in it. It was deep. It was good. It was about to go. Baltimore was about to get some good shit, right, and niggas didn't like who made it to the finals, and they did nigga shit. And
you made it to the final?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
so
I'm just bringing that to say that there was a time when people that could have happened, something like that, but I didn't get a chance to I had actually wound up working with those guys. I recorded Lowe's.
So basically, you saying like, so you was battling no names that
we were all no names at one point. No, I ran through them. So I did 7 weeks, and then after I retired, Squirrel was like, you got anybody else you wanna? So I put other people. I put more Spitters Club members on. I think I put Pex on. I put some other. Pretty much, we ran the whole summer. The whole summer. That whole summer.
Spitters Club.
The whole summer, it was a Spitters Club person on every week on. So that's what Spitters Club was on the radio for the whole. We get free promo the whole summer. Spitters Club, Shaka, Spitters Club. So that helped.
Damn, you had it good.
No,
we talking about the radio, like
all
night security.
7 o'clock every night.
Yeah, that was
every Tuesday for months.
And I don't even know how big they think that hit. Like, cause 92Q was like. Yeah, I got into a situation with it because I was kind of but yeah, that was big to do that back in the day.
It was huge. It was huge. Now we felt.
I was in high school listening, like I said.
Listen, it was people that so at that point that's when.
And I think K Swift, she took that over too.
No, it was. I had tape with K Swift. I had if you go on to YouTube, the Pit Fights channel. And you look up Tuesday Night Fights, or even look up Tuesday Night Fights, Shaka Pits. I should come up. And no, K Swift was on there, and you can hear her and Squirrel like, damn, boy. So I mean, so that was good. I would see K Swift every Tuesday. I would see her. So that was dope. And after I got off, we ran through it, and then Squirrel was like, look, man. You want to gatekeep this shit? Like, you clearly know the dope spitters. You clearly got access to the town. So he's like, you know, so I'm like, yeah. So that's where Spitz McMahon came from.
So that's where the baby. So now the baby about to get from now.
Right. So that's where Spitz McMahon came from. Right. So
now we get to the big stage now.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. So you know, so because now, because I'm the gatekeeping that, you know, I get a little something from that. Like, I'm not getting paid from 92Q, but I'm getting position in the hood. I'm getting position in the community.
And that was big. People don't understand.
Right.
That's what I was getting. I was trying to say that. Like, that was big to even just be, it was big back then.
Nah, Squirrel, me and Squirrel still, like, Squirrel's a good dude, man. Yeah. Like I said, which is why we were able to come back 5 years, whatever, how many years later, and we did pit fights on 92Q. Because of that relationship. And I came back and hosted on air with Squirrel. You know, on air and on camera with Squirrel with that. But you know, so yeah, because so doing that, then I started doing Blog Talk Radio.
So this still before the battles. We ain't get to that yet.
Right? The battles, was I doing Blog Talk? No, because the pit came in. The pit came.
What year?
The pit came officially in 9 is a freestyle. And then we moved in 10. We moved to preparation battle in 2010. But before that, I was hosting the speaker boxing battles and
because I don't want to I want to say something, but I don't want to skip nothing. But I got something to say.
So we doing the 92Q stuff, and we were doing Fight Club. I was so because I was doing the 92Q stuff. When Fight Club, they were looking for representatives from
International P and all.
Yes,
right.
So I got a call from them, and we politicked. So they wanted me to bring talent to Fight Club. So I took Savage up there. Savage battled Old Red. I took Maniac Dre up there. Maniac Dre battled Lance, and Lotta Zay was up. That's where I met Lotta Zay. So I was getting a lot of foundational stuff. You know, pre grind time, because from that jumped into grind time.
Yeah, so I remember that.
Right. Grind time.
So what's the years again from the
Fight Club? Grind time. So grind time. So
from the Fight Club.
Fight Club was around 92Q time. So that was 7, 8-ish. You know what I mean?
2000.
Yeah, 2007, 8 probably. Around that time.
Yeah, that is.
Around that time.
Cause I'm thinking about my timeline too. Cause we started in 09. So
because MySpace was going.
I was still that on that. Yeah, that was me. Like, that was me all over.
MySpace was going.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because around I think because we were doing you came on my radar right around the grind time or right before grind time. Because it was on MySpace, but you were doing songs.
So 07, 08.
Yeah. Because you was putting up a lot of videos, and songs and stuff like that. And I remember looking at your name and it's like, is this name To the Lute, like To the Lute, or is it To the getting to the Lute, right? Because I was so mentally I was trying to, so that's what you stood out, like you.
The name
stood out. The name stood out. So I remember seeing it, and then I don't know how, but you know the MySpace algorithm, I would start seeing your shit. You know what I mean? I don't know if it was like friends up, I can't remember how it worked. But I was seeing your
and that's crazy. Cause at that time too, like I said, I had 65,000 friends, and my MySpace had 2 million views. I'm about like the only nigga that did a show for them at that time. Even though Boss Man got signed with MySpace Records too, like all around that same time.
You was doing your thing on MySpace.
Yeah, but that's what I be trying to tell people. Like that took hard work by myself. I used to stay up every night. I used to make all the time.
So how much time we put on your page? How much were you building that shit up, yo? I know you had to put
background.
Yeah, yo, I know.
I was building everybody's backgrounds. I used to see them too. Like I said, shit moving and shit. The pictures.
Like I said, I remember you from MySpace because it was like I said. I remember the name and your page was like you was active. I mean,
that shit was like.
So how old were you back then? Like, were you in high school back then?
I mean, trying to think like from 18, 19. Let me see. Job Corps came home when I was 17. That was like 2004 maybe. So I think like I could, because everybody be trying to ask me that too, like it's a mystery with me, because they used to always be telling me like, you still look the same from Baltimore.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, that's God in me. It ain't me, nigga.
Yeah.
But I think I could have. I know I met Taya now, and I know I met all of them. I met them at 16, 15. They was young. So they was already calling me Uncle Lute already. So I was already like kind of old.
So you had to be at least 18.
19. Yeah, it's either 18, 19, or 20. At least around that age group right there. So, but besides me, I remember when I did all the music and all that, I started working at Club Gossips a little bit at 2008. This was when my career was kind of dying down. But I remember one time I came across a YouTube video and I saw, I don't know if you remember, well, you should remember this though. I saw you. What?
I forgot about the Baltimore. We did Baltimore versus DC Beltway battles in 2007.
Let me get into it. Let me get into it. That's what I'm about to probably say, bro. I saw a video, my first video ever from the battles. I might have typed in something though, but next thing you know, I'm coming across the internet and shit, right? So I see Maniac Dre. This nigga, it look like some niggas in the woods and shit like that. Yep. I see you in the background, and then I see a nigga. I'm like, what the fuck is they doing? So I'm just seeing Maniac Dre pacing back and forth. He rapping to the nigga. I'm like, oh, so these niggas rapping in like the street, the grass. And I'm just looking at it, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And I mean, so like yours was kind of like the first, and that's what I was trying to tell everybody. Like I didn't try to.
I never heard of this. I never heard of this.
Yeah, that's the first battle I ever seen, though.
I've never heard this before, y'all. This is why these type of conversations are dope.
So that was the Baltimore versus DC.
Yeah,
Dre had Brady and shit.
He battled Cat, I think something Cat. Sonny Grams was there. Mirage. Rest in peace, Mirage from the pit. Remember Mirage?
Yeah.
Mirage was there. Mirage battled back then because I had battles on MySpace. I had battles. See, I told you I forget shit. So I had Spitz McMahon so on the radio show I had people battling over they were sending the songs like they were battling like they were like battling over beats.
Song.
But they were like diss songs.
Right.
Pretty much they were diss songs. Right. So they would set up like you got yo, send them in, and the people that I would play. The people is gonna vote. Right. So that's how. So we went from that. And then some DC people, but we needed, the reason we were out in the woods is because we needed a neutral location, so it was in Columbia.
Yeah.
So I think I want to say that's Centennial Park in Columbia.
Yeah.
Over like 198 or something. I mean 108 down that way.
I wonder if that gotta still be there.
It's still be there.
That's the first battle. Yeah.
It's
that's
still
crazy.
There.
Like that's the first.
It's still there.
Because I think Maniac. I don't know if Maniac told me to look up, but he was hot at that time too. I believe so. So that's why I think I might have came across, because like, the East Baltimore stuff, you know what I mean? So, because you know me, like the whole MySpace with me was the East Baltimore, I'm the best.
Maniac,
I was putting this shit on. Like,
I was, Maniac was around me when he was about 16, 17, somewhere. He was young.
Yeah.
But Dre was young. I remember calling Dre's crib, speaking to his people. You know what I mean? Like shot Lil D. Before Lil D came to Baltimore battles, I was fucking with Lil D with music with my homegirl Raina Williams. And
I know that
D was about 16 because I met D's mom also. You know what I mean? I say that to say they were young enough that I was meeting their peoples.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like. So I knew D from that. And then when I saw him, I was like, oh shit, that's D. It was like, oh shit, that's cool.
So I'm gonna get into that too, though. I'm gonna get into that.
So that was all the same time.
Yeah, that was the first battle I ever seen.
That's crazy.
Maniac Dre versus the guy. I guess he was from DC.
It was Cat, from DC. Wow.
I seen that in the woods and all that. So that's what I was trying to tell. Now look, that's what I was trying to tell people. I was like, I
never knew.
I never, cause like I didn't want people to thought I copied that or something like that, because still at that time I'm working at Club Gossip. So I'm just like, my career now is going up and down now. You got like 2000.
What you was doing at Gossip?
I was working there. You know what I mean? But so that's what took most of my time off of the music and shit, because like, that's like that's why I be trying to tell people, like, God, one thing I noticed about the universe of God, He gonna give you a time. But you gotta take advantage of it though. Like, some niggas don't do that. You know what I mean? But that 2007, when I first got that shit and all that, the wave and everything was going. But like when 2008 came, I was like, damn. So I dropped it down and all that. But that's when I think I started looking at stuff. So So from my timeline, that's when the 2009 shit popped off like that. That's when I came back. Was like,
gotcha.
So this is my whole thing. I probably never told you. But
So in seven, you was on MySpace.
I was at MySpace.
Right. So you was doing okay. And then you was.
I think that whole year, 07. I took that shit up, like that was me right there. 08, I was kind of like falling off a little bit. I was working, trying to get a job and shit like that. But then the 09 came, my first mind, that's what I was trying to tell people. I didn't really copy the format, but I was telling anybody, I said, yo, what I noticed about Baltimore City is that don't nobody, now I'm gonna tell you this, and you can agree or not though, but this where I got into it with the 92Q situation with me, and then it's gonna equal all up to the time. So I was thinking to myself, I said, damn, yo, I said, I noticed that a lot of people just don't care about the youth in Baltimore City. I said, like, we got so many rappers and stuff like that. So the one thing about me, I said, shit, I know how to get back on MySpace, and I just was posting so many bulletins and all that. Like, yo, fuck it, I'm about to just try to have some rap battles. Yo, whoever want to come out.
Damn, they were called bulletins.
Look, I just told my homegirl to say, yo. And so I just told my homegirl this shit the other day. So I told her, I said, yo, one thing, if don't nobody, if anybody hate me or love me, one thing y'all cannot take from me, yo, I was probably almost the best promoter in Baltimore. I'm talking about by myself. Like I did this by myself. I used to take over every bulletin, like people used to tell me they used to delete me off their page because I post too much.
They told me that. He did, yo.
They told me, they told me too. They used to tell me, I used to get art. Niggas used to fuss me out all the time, yo.
Yo, I remember.
So this what happened. So check this out. This what happened. So I'm posting. Cause this, what I'm telling the story is it's gonna all equal up to the pit fights and battles. So this what happened. So I'm posting. So I think Spence or even Lute or somebody was like, yo, Lute having this little thing down the downtown at the harbor, yo, niggas need to come that shorty. I'll post all that. I tell everybody, I say, yo, meet me at the merry-go-round down the harbor. If y'all want to get known or something like that, let me know. I come down that bitch, it's 80 niggas down that bitch. I'm like, that. So my whole thing is, I'm just looking up like, yo, I really got that much. I didn't know I had that much pop, you know what I mean? But we just talking about a nigga from East Baltimore. I don't know. I'm just doing shit, so I come down there and Tay battling, I think G-Bay, Bones battling, whoever, Mook down there and stuff. So the next week we get like 120 niggas down there. Now we move down to the basketball court because the police said, look, y'all can be down the harbor, but y'all can't be cussing. So I said, no, that's gonna take the natural shit out the I said, we can't do that, yo. So then, so this all in 09. Now we just starting now. This all 09 now. But you already, that's what I'm saying, you already had it though. But it's like, you see what I'm saying?
Yo.
Like it took.
Yo.
I think it blew up. I think it blew up so much because I think there was so much of the youth. But what I mean by
it was young people, man.
For
me, it was a high school thing.
But no, this is what I was mad about because 92Q could have did what I did. Like that's my beef with them is because they always say, hey, 92Q, we the people station. They make sure they broadcast that. But I'm like, yo, dog, this is what I said. I said, yo. But I think I talked to somebody, I don't know if I talked to Pork Chop or somebody one day, but I was like, yo, y'all keep saying that. I said, but y'all all care about, and I don't got no beef with nobody. I didn't diss songs or whatever, but I try to talk to everybody. But I said, yo, all y'all cares about Boss Man, Willie Shalom, Scar Akbar, Loose, 100 Grand Man. I said, y'all don't care about these young niggas down here. So when I posted that, Lord Tatum looked at me if like I was a Boss Man or 100 Grand. You see what I'm saying? I'm just a little nigga too though. So when I did it, that's why I think like it blew past we hit 3 million views in 1 year, dog. We hit 3 million in 1 year.
Listen, so to give you the other side of it, as I'm seeing it jump off, I'm like, yo, these young boys on some shit.
Some numbers, you doing some numbers.
But
shit I haven't seen before,
So I'm looking and I'm seeing where it's coming from. I'm like, this is high school shit. This is youth shit. This is
right.
This is them doing what they do in the lunchroom, doing what they do in the parking lot. I mean, same thing we do, but we're grown.
Yeah.
Right. So, because again,
you had older people in your battle type.
So I had early 20s. So Pex was my young boy at first.
Okay.
Right. So Pex was 17, 18. Pex was just getting out of poly.
Okay.
Or whatever. Like Rittens, but him and Rittens, they was all just graduating. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Maybe a year out of school or something like that.
Right.
Pardon me. So, so what was that? What was the,
about what you talking about? As far as like the youth, like how you have everybody? Yeah.
Oh yeah. So.
Because I had
so I had more so of the lower 20s, 21, 25. I mean, I
think most of your guys, they was on 92. I mean, like people that was, because y'all already had like a leadway.
Right.
So them niggas. So yeah, when I got like a
so Pex was already on 92 shit.
I didn't even know that. Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, Pex
at a young age.
At a young age. Pex was on 92 shit.
That's wild.
So
crazy.
You know, so
I never got on that shit.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But so I was so now. So
I'm mad, Pex. We gonna argue.
So that was, you know, I had that I had young people, right? But you had the youth. It's different.
Yeah.
Right? I had young people, but you had the youth.
And them niggas was riding with each other.
And they it was school shit. It was like, you know, these Emerson niggas coming from here, these other, and it's like
the Cherry Hill nigga, they was 30 deep.
Listen, and so again, but the reason I was good, I'm like, nigga, they ain't doing nothing but what it's like. I came up I didn't come up in One Love because I was already doing my hip hop shit before that, but I was going to One Love, and it was One Love was Baltimore Battles just in a room with a bunch of niggas, and but it was that vibe, that same, you know, the same old pit fight basement vibe, that's what we do, right? But the difference is, you know, these motherfuckers are 14, 15, 16 years old.
It was out there.
That's the difference, right? Yeah. That's the difference. So I'm like, this is good shit. Right. This is good shit. So I don't even know if you remember. I reached out to you and was like, yo, if you want to get in the club, if you want to be able to do your shit past the summertime, I can get you
to the building.
I can get you in the fire. Right? I
had my shit all the way outside.
Right.
So I think you might say it got cold.
Yeah. Because again, I've never been on that you know, that oppressive thing. I've always been like I've always been like, I'm stronger with joined up over it. Because I'm like, listen, I want to be able to go to every hood and be good. I want to be able to, my name to be good everywhere, right? I want to be able to, and I'm like, I can give something over here and get something, and we can have this good relationship, and then why not? So I've always been like that. But going back to the MySpace days, I want to bring up something. Do you remember the Scar Akbar situation?
With me?
Yes.
This song I
had? Yeah. Yes.
No, that was everybody.
Everybody, right. All right,
so certain people kind of said like 100 Grand Man, Solo Tay.
Yes.
He said, I see Lute on the slap.
Yes.
So Tay I'm going. I don't know Scott. I never came across Scott.
Yeah. Because we had phone conversations.
Right.
Like I was.
But see, I thought it was a nobody. That's what
But I'm letting you know, like back then, like I think maybe who had called me. I don't even know like if it was Old Goon or Scar, but it was like, yo, you know this nigga? Yeah, I know. Like I mean, like, yo, what's up now? He cool. Yeah, he's doing this rap thing, man. Young boy doing this rap thing. Yo, niggas don't know who they, I'm like, everybody like, yo, niggas don't know he fuck with. I said, listen, it ain't even all this. It ain't that type of party. He a good dude. You know what I mean? But
and I got love for them. And just to on top
of that, that was like what, 12?
Yeah. And I told rest in peace of Smash too, man. Cause I came across Smash and I told him that too, like, cause this Smash manager knew me. He was like, yeah, to the Lute and all that. So I told Smash,
Smash was a good dude.
Yeah, rest in peace. Yeah, and that nigga was nice, nigga. That nigga was nice, nigga. So that's what I'm saying. Like when I told Smash manager, I was like, yeah, yo, like I want to talk to him, but I want to let him know that he was on this song. So when I took him outside, I told Boss Man too. I told everybody, you know what I mean? But the only reason why I did Baltimore's Loose Cannon was because that's what it was aimed. If anybody listened to the song, it was aiming at everybody was on 92Q. That's all it was. So I was just trying to show the young niggas like, yo, you don't need them. That's all I was saying. That it goes back to what I'm saying. That was my beef for 92Q because. The
but why you shoot everybody else?
What you mean?
Why you shoot the artist when you got a problem with 92Q?
No, I don't know. But I told you that I just dissed all the artists that was getting 92 play. Only person I didn't disrespect and all that. And shout out to my man was Huli Shalom. My whole entire career, dog. Huli Shalom, and this a West Baltimore nigga. You know what I mean? Everybody, it's a West. I'm an East Side nigga. That's the only nigga that reached out to me, man. He was like, Lute. Man, I think we did a diss song about, I was dissing my nephew and everybody at the time, though. We had these little jackets, checking jackets on. He was like, yo, I like y'all niggas, yo. Come fuck with me. Nigga, this nigga invited me to a birthday party. This is the first time I ever seen Ciroc bottles look like a midget. This nigga had big bottles. Like, he was in, this nigga, he had girls. Man, he had girls and shit everywhere, but that's the only, I love that, man. Like,
Hoolie's a good dude. Like, Hoolie was the same person. He's the same person no matter where you see him at, man. And a lot of people ain't like that.
I saw him that shit Foreman Mills. He like, give me your number, Luke.
Like I'm telling you, like
you ain't gonna call me. That's my man.
But if you see Hoolie again, if you see Hoolie up in Foreman Mills, or if you see him on the stage, you know what I mean? He like Hoolie ain't never gonna be the nigga that let's say Hoolie got a Grammy. And you see this nigga in Miami, you're like, Hoolie, what?
He'll show you love.
All day long. And they can show you love.
But it just goes back. It just goes back to that it's just a mindset about artists recognizing what the young niggas was doing, and it goes back to you too. And that's why I always praise y'all and give y'all applause in that. We gonna get into something deeper now. Right. We talking though, but you know what I mean? It's just like, cause everybody always say they Baltimore's, Crab and the Borough, everybody hate each other and all that. I mean, shit. It can go 50-50 with that. I mean, like, you know what I mean? But I was trying to show the love and shit like that. I'm like, yo, because when I was to the Lute, I could have been gone. I ain't had to do no Baltimore battles and none of that. Like, I can only imagine imagine if Tay and them wouldn't have got that, or Smurf and them, or KS, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Or Tay Rock didn't come down. Like, people don't even know these things about certain people, man. Like, and me and this man, we getting back to it, but me and this man had everybody y'all could think about that's big right now over smacking them or whoever nigga, you know what I mean? And if anybody be trying to be phony and all that, like when niggas get around me, they gotta cop deuces and show love, cause niggas know they might don't say it to everybody else. Like what you just told me earlier, he was like, Luke, you gotta, cause niggas was telling me, Luke, you don't feel no type of way. I said, nah, man, fuck it. They're like, nah, my nephew doesn't get mad when I say, nah, man. They were like, nah, they go fuck them niggas.
And all I say to you is, my thing, I say you have a right to feel like that. You know what I mean? Because you know what you've done. And I'm a history and legacy person. Like you can't take away. Like like when we're going, that's what we have. That's
all of us.
That's what we have, right? Yeah, so it's like you can't
solidify.
And you can't take that away. So when people watch this dope shit. Watch the shit that we share, me and you share. Right. When Tay is telling his story to his grandkids, guess who get talked about? Me and you. Right. That's legacy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's just the thought. Think about that. You know what I mean? Think about that. Think about that. That's just the mind. Think about that. Thought of it though. Think about that. That we are gonna be shared with people's families, man. And that's years to come. Years. That's immortality. Yeah. That's so the better we are to the people that we fucking with. Right. Yeah. The more we were able to feed them emotionally and spiritually. Yeah. Bro, like we're gonna be good, and so that's why I protect that, and I take offense to when people try to erase or act like certain shit didn't happen, because like nah, you don't do that. Right. Don't do that. It's already documented. That's but they try. So even for instance, like when for instance, people can try to play bent and whatever. Because your channel got taken down, right?
And what year was that?
Fuck, I don't know. It was. If I was on 25th Street, so that was around. Is it 11? 2010. Was 10 or 11? It was.
Oh no, we did a reunion in 2012. So we did a reunion in 2012. Because you hosted that, remember?
That wasn't at the court. That was the court, wasn't it?
No, by the Marigold.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I remember that one.
So that was 2012. So I think it might have been 2010 or 11. I believe so.
So what I'm saying is just because of that, some people like you know it's this battle rap world is weird, yo. You know what I mean? You got, especially now, you got a lot of people who just
and people was blaming me like, yo, you took it down. I'm like, look,
no.
Let me break this.
Let me ask you. So this is my theory. Tell me if I'm gonna give you my theory.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Was it the copyright shit?
That's a part. That's a big part.
Okay.
Now you want me to tell you now?
Yeah.
So at this time you could link YouTube channels together. So hold on. So to the Lute TV, I had to the Lute TV. If anybody know me, I had to the Lute TV way before the Baltimore battles, way before that. And I'm talking about me and Soulja Boy used to go at it and argue and shit like that. So I had that before that. I had 2 copywriters on there because I used to take songs and the last copyrighted song I had was the Black Star with the Avril Lavigne sample. And that's Lil Tay and her favorite song. That's the last. But like I link, for some reason I linked the Baltimore battle page with that though. And next thing you know, I woke up and I got an email. It was like, yo, your channel such. Now, let me go back a little bit. This was after what day that was? Was this Baltimore vs. Philly part 2? I believe matter of fact, I think it was. So let me go back a little. Yeah, hold on. Let me go back because I remember now. Your man, what's the light skin Lenny, this one I got into it with, I think Lenny and everybody. Yeah, when me and Lenny fell out and all that. That's what
I don't remember that.
This what happened. So let's go. Let's take it back now.
But I remember the big Philly shit. I remember the.
No, this was part 2. When we went up Philly. Remember they came down here.
I remember Rick because
that's when
I got blockades up.
So that's when it got deleted. So hold on. So yeah, that's when everything happened. So a situation happened. We went up Philly. So we did Baltimore vs. Philly part 1. We did that, knocked that out. So part 2 and all that. And we did everything. It was cool, and that's all documented. I got all that on there. So I think we riding home, my man Lenny and them. I got love for everybody though. Lenny, I think it was me, Lil Tay, Spence was in the car, and I mean, I was living out in Bernie.
This is the first time I'm hearing this.
I was living out in Bernie at the time, cause I don't know if you remember.
I remember this story.
I was doing the battles on the contrast.
I remember this story.
Alright, so look, I was doing the battles on the contrast hall. Remember? So I was living like Glen Burnie, so I remember something happened. I think Lenny or somebody told me like, yo, I got work the next morning. So I'm asking niggas like, damn, yo, like,
who was driving?
I think Lenny was driving. So
and that's why you winded up with it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you. So this when everything just fell out apart. So I think Spence was going to his house. Lord Tate was going to his baby mother's house. So I'm like, me and Lenny was arguing. I think down with the Muslim thing down there by downtown, the big Muslim you know what I'm talking about. Down there by the King Tut or something like that. The big Muslim. So we right there. So I say, yo, just let me out, man. I'm ready to walk home. So
we're downtown.
So look, that's what I'm saying. So I'm downtown now.
I remember this, yo.
So look, y'all probably
yo, this is crazy. I remember this.
Y'all don't know. Glen Burnie is far as shit away from downtown.
When you walking,
I went by myself. So look,
it was
a little. I think it was a little cold out there too. So I'm walking. I said, Lenny, man, just let me out. So me and him got into an argument. I said, all right, man, cool, it is what it is. So I'm just walking, right? So I'm just the whole time walking, and I'm getting close to like past Cherry Hill or Brooklyn or something like that. I'm just like, I said, yo, it's crazy that I do all this shit for the Baltimore battles niggas, and them niggas don't give a fuck about me because I gotta walk home. You know what I mean?
Bro.
So look, so this is what I'm gonna tell you. And this is the truth on my dead father, everybody. So this is what happened. So I'm just like, I said, I'm just walking and talking to myself. I said, yo, I'm done with these niggas, yo. When I wake up the next morning, I'm gonna make me a video and just let these niggas know, man, I'm not doing no more Baltimore battles or not. I wake up the next morning, right? Lord Nate had my phone number, Tay, Spence, everybody. I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, what the fuck? Niggas like, yo, you deleted the Baltimore Battles channel. What you doing? I said, what the fuck is y'all talking about? So I go look at my email. My email talking about like, oh, your shit got deleted because of copyright. I said, hell no. So I keep trying to put the password in. Wow. I'm like, yo, cause that's one thing.
So they didn't take the battles down. They just took the whole page.
They did. No, look what I'm saying. You know how hurt I was. My channel to the Lute alone had 1 million views. The Baltimore Battles already had 3 million views. All together, we had almost 400 to 5 million views all together.
I thought they took your videos down.
Hell,
they took the whole channel.
They deleted my channel and the Baltimore Battles channel. Wow. So that's what I'm saying. Yo, I wouldn't. This going on a new to the Lute channel. I started this in like 2000. Wow. You see what I'm saying? So this is what a lot of people. So this is exclusive too. This is what a lot of people don't know. So everybody thought I woke up the next morning and said, fuck.
And went emo. And
because I walked home. I got walked home. But I said no. Okay. So look, that's one thing that I wouldn't do because that's one thing I believe in. That's too much. I tell everybody, write your own Bible.
I agree.
I said, basic instructions before leaving Earth. You know what I mean? I said, document your own life. That's one thing I wouldn't take from Lute. And I'm letting y'all know that right now. I would not take that from none of y'all.
I believe the same.
I would not take that from y'all niggas. I said, I was mad. I said, the only thing I was going to do, wake up the next day, make a video and say, I'm not fucking with y'all anymore. And I mean, but when I woke up, niggas was like, yo, cause
that's crazy.
See what I'm saying? So they was like, so I got the whole. I wish I would have saved the email.
Crazy.
They was like, yo, your video got the last strike.
Listen, I know. So
that's what happened.
So let me tell you how I know that I know this is true, and I'm gonna tell you that I know when you fucked up. We've had that issue, but I got lucky and I saw the first joint.
So you saved the backups of the video?
No. I took the shit down. Cause what happened is they send you warnings.
The warning, yeah.
But
I had 2 already.
But you don't see, you literally have to see back. I know back then you have to go look. You have to go like into a tab and then look at your shit and it'll tell you. But if you didn't look at it, you didn't know. So
no. But let me tell you this. It didn't have nothing to do about the Baltimore Battle page. I had 2 strikes on To The Lute TV. That's what I'm trying to let niggas know.
No, right.
So
you were doing right.
I linked them channels together because I was trying to put. You know what I mean?
I didn't see. Here's another thing.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought it's funny because I'm gonna be transparent, real.
Yeah,
I remember saying, why the fuck would he put his music battles, his music videos
all
on
this?
So this is my first time.
We was like world stars.
So this is my first time knowing that it was separate. Because I remember saying, why the fuck did Lute have his music stuff on his battle stuff? Now
it makes sense. Everybody
now it makes sense because it was separate, but back then y'all know you can't even do that no more.
Yeah, when you try to link pages together, like if you linking the page,
you used to be able to link battles. Remember, you can actually link a battle to another battle.
Yeah, man.
Because you had part 1 and part.
But that's a learning thing. But I'm glad I did save certain. But I did DVDs at the time and stuff like that. But I'm glad I tried to save certain ones on. But yeah, that's the first time Shaka said it to me. Yeah, but that's the God honest truth and nothing but the truth. So like, even though I was mad and I had to walk home from downtown all the way to Glen Burnie, I would never do that.
But let me say this.
I would never do that.
I knew. See, when you saying that this is new to me because I didn't know that people thought you did that.
Hell yeah, they thought.
Right? Because again, as a YouTube, as a content owner on YouTube, I know how this works.
But they don't know.
They don't know. No. So when I found out that your page got taken, whatever, I already knew them copyrights. I knew instantly.
Yeah.
But then I said, why the fuck? I said, I know it's the copyrights, but why the fuck Lute have his music on the same page he had his battles, but you didn't. You just had them linked.
And then both pages. So I was mad about. I'm trying to tell you, it's like, nigga, why the fuck would I delete my page too?
Right.
Like, so to the Lute TV, nigga, that was my shit. That's all I did.
No, niggas just been
because MySpace and the YouTube shit was hand in hand, way before. That's what I'm saying.
No, it was. Yeah.
That's what made me who I am, and that's what the only reason you would know about me from the MySpace and the YouTube and shit like
I remember the MySpace. I remember MySpace and I remember the YouTube videos. Like I remember the checker. I remember the
baby oil.
It was a few the videos because it was you and a few other people. Doing rapping shit, doing music videos and shit. Who was it? Cause I remember.
So it was like Baltimore Cypher.
It wasn't Baltimore Cypher. It was actually like you doing the song, like you rapping, like it's like almost like a group shit. Like you ever do any group shit? Like
I got is GHB. Like it's me, Mac.
And y'all did song.
We did my white boy. I'm spazzing ass. We did like a song like Lute and them. Right. I had Lute, Smurf and all them songs. You know what I mean?
That's the first time I saw. See. And it's another thing.
That's what I'm saying.
So Baltimore Battles for me was funny because all the young boys, right, all had their own little thing, right? And back then, that's when the bandanas You can design your bandanas, right?
Yeah, I think I started that before.
You know what? I won't even dispute that because I remember my first time seeing it was Baltimore Bad.
And you know what's crazy? My man Michael Myers told me this too. He was like, yo, everybody told me this too. They was like, yo, I think you was the first young nigga in Baltimore to ever have a face tattoo. Like, period.
I don't.
Like, I was the only nigga at that time frame.
Yeah, I don't remember. No, I don't remember.
I had like one. I was about like the first person I had.
I don't remember.
And that's something we were starting training. I was starting training.
Listen, man. Listen. Again, what you did with what people need to happen now, man. So like the youth always have a voice. Youth are always trying to say some shit. Right now, it's just all we.
I'm about to drink this shit.
Yeah. All we drink. I said all we drink.
We about to get into when this nigga cussed me out on the phone too.
I cussed you out on the phone?
Yeah. See, no, I ain't no more. You can't drink all that.
No, I can't drink all that. Yeah.
Well, you drive.
Yeah, just take that.
All right. Damn. So he said,
So I cuss you out?
You want me to break it down?
Yeah, please do.
This time. This one me and him fell out. And one thing I'll say about this man, I do got love for him. This is the first time I don't know if it's a lick or something, but I do got love for him, man, because he used to always tell me, like, yo, I know you from MySpace and all that, you know what I mean? He never hated on me and never, cussed me out and fussed me out. Until we got on the phone one day, I forgot it was, I think a situation happened when, remember, rest in peace to Big Philly. You remember Big Philly? That's when rest in peace to him.
Street
I think a situation happened where I didn't hear it from him, but I think I was hearing it from people. So I remember I was downtown one day and people was like, yo, Shaka and Big Philly and everybody want y'all to, I think everybody wanted us to get together. It was some type of thingy like that where like I don't know what it was, but I think for me, I was getting mad because I was trying to protect the Baltimore Battle so much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what made me fell out. And I remember you called me, so we talked on the phone. And I said something to you, and all I could, like, such and such and me's going on. You was like, yeah, Lute, man, but fuck all that, man. I was doing the ground time before you did that Baltimore Battles bullshit. I was like, what the fuck? You was going all. I don't know if you remember. You was going all. I said, all right, I swear on my father. I said, all right, cool, man. That's when we felt. Because after that we never talked before. Like I told her. The last time we seen each other was at that battle, and that was the first time I seen you in a long time. I was happy. Remember?
I thought we ran into each other.
Hell no.
When you was doing the Israelite thing, I thought we ran into each other.
We did?
I thought so.
Somebody did, bro.
I thought so.
How did you don't remember how the conversation was?
It was whatever it was. It wasn't about nothing. It was just someone's problem with someone.
That's how we fell out though. But I was like, damn, nigga.
So I do remember. So
you was like, yeah, nigga, I was doing these battles before you did that.
You know what?
Like, all right, man.
So I don't.
You was like, I was on that grind time shit.
I believe that.
Yeah.
So. And I remember the big thing.
That goes back to the timeline what you just said.
Right. So what's going on is, if I can remember correctly, we were trying to tie things together.
Me, you, and Big Philly. Yeah. So I think I was trying to protect it because I don't know about the business at the time.
And so what it was is, I got so all right. So what it was is I was tired of tired of defending that I'm a good nigga. Right. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I've always shown you love. I've always, like, I'm not trying to do, like, this man from here, we trying to, you know what I mean? We not trying to dog you out, we trying to bring you in.
I was on the same page,
You know what
I remember you said y'all two talking and all that.
I
think I was getting, because you gotta think about it, I'm just a nigga, I'm a lord.
I get it. Like I said,
that's why I can't nobody for me, because I didn't have no help, y'all. I didn't have, Shaka. I edited them videos and set that shit up myself, bro. I would tell you that. I set all that shit up by myself. I didn't have no help, dog. All I had was me and God, for real.
Listen, I
didn't have nobody.
I know how that goes.
So of course I had to try to protect it, not to disrespect y'all.
No. But what it was is, like I said, I get it. But what was a little frustrating, for me, is because I always. And even when we moved on, even when the pit moved on with, we had the Mid-Atlantic Battle Association, and we got all the things we're doing with new leagues, we've always been like whatever. Like the more like as long as we're not throwing the bench on the same damn day, whatever.
Right.
You know You know what I mean? Like we can work this thing together and make sure that everyone has somewhere. Because listen, I can't do events every whatever. Like you know what I'm saying? So, but and these dudes, they hungry. So we can make. So I was always trying to bring. I was always trying to, because I'm a networker. So I was always trying to network with you, and I felt like you was always like, oh nah, nigga, this us. We doing this.
And that's all I knew to protect that.
Right. And then so it got to a point I was like, whatever, yo. Like, and the reason I would say, just to try to give you some insights, not even the defense.
Yeah.
The reason I would have said anything like that is because to say to you, listen, I'm not trying to take anything from you. I already had what I had.
That's what I thought everybody was
saying. I'm already doing it.
I think we on the phone. I say, I think niggas trying to take the ball back.
Yes,
that's why I said that.
And so for me,
I said because like
that
was big. That's all I had at that time.
I was 25th Street.
I remember. I was down the harbor when I was on the phone.
I remember.
I think Doe was with me or something like that. I was like, yo, I think I'm picking up speed. He was laying me out, nigga.
Nah,
I was like, nigga, I'm like, wow.
So again, that was me saying to you in the wrong way.
Yeah.
That, bro, I don't have. This is not like I'm good. I'm secure in whoever I am and what I'm doing. Yeah. I don't have to. I don't even have to make this phone call. I'm making a phone call because you hometown.
Yeah.
You hometown, and you're living back.
I wish, but I'm glad that I went through this because I didn't know the business.
Nah,
y'all already was I think you and Big Philly, like I said, rest of peace again to Big Philly. I think you and Big Philly already knew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean, the business of this shit, because you gotta think about, I'm just an East Side nigga.
And we was trying to bring you into that.
And my point is that, so that's why I was getting it, people was getting into my ears too though, but I was like, yo, I'm just trying to make sure y'all good. Like my whole thing was like, yo, I just want to protect this shit.
I know.
Because I don't know what's going on.
I know.
And people didn't come to me and say, yo, Shaka was a snake and this and that. I'm just like, yo, dog, I don't know, dog.
Yeah.
This some shit I always say that. I say this some shit me, God created and the youthful Baltimore created. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, how the fuck can you protect it? I don't got no copyright. I don't know about copyrights and shit.
No, I remember that. I remember that.
So I'm just telling you now, as a man on camera, I was heartbroken because I was even kind of sad a little bit because I never told you. I look at you like an uncle or like a big brother or something like that because you always told me like, yo, I know you from MySpace and shit like that because it broke my heart because even though like it's just like I'm trying to protect them niggas and us, you know what I mean? Like I ain't like even when I think you cussed me on the phone, I never even argue with you back. I just like I told everybody, I said, yo, the nigga Shaka went off on me, nigga. Like he was like I was just telling everybody that. I said I ain't even really argue with the nigga, like you know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying.
I will say this
because I look at you as a role model, and I'm just gonna keep it. If I never told you this, I look at you as an old head, and a role model, and somebody to know the shit before me, and I'm glad that I got my foot wet in the same. You know what I mean? Type of bracket, like, you see what I'm saying? And I'm a young nigga. I'm a young nigga.
Yeah, I apologize.
I thank God for sure.
I apologize for the harshness, and I do know, like, I know me, and I can to explain that space, because I know that space.
Yeah.
That was me saying, that was me just like, what the fuck, yo?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
I didn't understand.
It's
like you talking to your son. I'm like, nigga, I know what you talking about.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo,
I'm new to this shit.
I ain't trying to. I'm like, yo, I'm the same guy that's offered you this. I'm the same guy that's been. I'm not trying to take that. Like, and here's the other thing. I'm so aware of what people have done. Yeah. Like, I'm like, there's no way I can. Like, I can't take credit for that shit.
Yeah.
Like even now when we talk about the Baltimore battle rap history, there's no way you talk that talk and don't mention Baltimore battles. Right. There's no way.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who you are. You don't talk. You don't talk Style Wars. You don't talk Grind Time. You don't talk speaker boxing or any of those things without mentioning Baltimore battles.
Baltimore battles alone is not really about me. It's all of us.
Yes.
Even the pit fights is in there too. Like I'm not trying to.
Oh no, we're in your history.
We're talking about the history. We're talking about the history itself.
We're a part of the Baltimore battles history, but Baltimore battles itself, right, stands alone on its own part of history, right?
Man, well, you kind of had it for
yeah, but again, what we didn't have is we never had that enthusiasm, that young spirited enthusiasm. So what we had was we had we had at that point a middle-aged protector of the culture, just trying to make sure, make sure I can keep it going, right? Make sure I can put something into these young boys, because I knew I wasn't gonna be doing this forever. Like let me try to put something into these young boys so it can grow. And no matter what happens, they still got the essence of hip hop.
And you said like y'all was already on the radio, like they was trying to get to that.
Yeah.
Like them niggas was rapping like, yo, I want to be on
this. This is why I guess I was angry at you, because I'm like, I don't have to do that.
Right.
Like I'm talking to you because I'm trying to.
I wonder if you thought that I supposed to knew that though. That's why you got angry. You know what I mean?
I'm
like, nigga, I'm a rapper, nigga.
I did.
But you gotta think what I'm saying? Like, now it goes back to what you said. You was like, Lute, I know you from MySpace as being a rapper. Like, how the fuck I'm supposed to get into the battle world and be like, Lute,
because I assume once you got into that world and you was doing,
I ain't know shit about it.
But it don't on the outside. On the outside, it don't look like that. Right. On the outside, so when I show up look, I showed up to your battle before I went to a grind time battle.
Right.
I remember me and Beck showed up with and again I showed up to that, and the energy and the youthfulness and the but that ain't when I went to a grind time.
Right.
Which was dope. It was still a dope vibe. But it wasn't that young energy.
You had a good time with that shit, yeah.
Right? Young energy.
Yeah.
That young energy on the basketball court. That young energy under the little pavilion at the merry-go-round. Like that's something that you can't get from 28-year-old niggas. You just can't.
Right.
You just can't. Right? That's something that's gonna come from the teenagers or people just getting out of high school and they still got that youthfulness and it's still. So you gave that. You gave the young boys something.
Basically that voice.
And then you got them comfortable that be able to come over to a pit fight and be comfortable.
Trying to battle older niggas.
Because even when we did the Baltimore
pit fight,
listen, them young boys are like, nigga, fuck y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that you need, man. And again, that's not the like I had 16, 17, I had 18, I had a 20, but you had the whole batch with that same group, right? Yeah. I got them in there. But you
had a high school, elementary.
Right. Exactly. So that's something that again that I didn't do.
Niggas used to tell me like, yo, like man, like you kept me off the block, yo. Like, yo, when niggas told me like, yo, you kept me off from selling drugs, I said, damn.
Do you know how real that is?
Yeah, I never think about it until I think about it now. Because a nigga came to me and told me, he's like, yo, I was a blood and banging and all that, yo. He said, yo.
It's real.
He said, yo, the battles were so real. I just came down this bitch every week and said, fuck the block. I said, damn.
We legitimately done. Hell, let's keep it a buck. Our Don Pole versus Maniac Dre was a legit situation.
Oh, damn.
It was a legit situation.
Dre and blood.
And Pole. Pole was I want to say he was blood, but I don't know what was said. Might have been.
We all got to get into
it. Yeah. Pole was out there.
So them two battled?
They battled Pole versus.
Is that documentary?
That's up.
Is that outside somewhere?
No, it's in the 5. In the 5. So it's what I'm saying is our culture, right?
Bridge, yeah.
We've done some things that like again, I when I talk about pit fights, even when I'm talking about it to outsiders, I'm talking about it as an intervention tool. It's an advocacy tool, which is why we've done different things with battle rap to show what we do with battle rap, what it can be. That's why we did the battle rap debate for the governor battle rap debate. That's why we did the cop versus civilian battle rap to show that listen, we can do whatever this is talent y'all looking at.
Yeah.
And all y'all can't do this. Right. You know what I mean? So respect the fact that this is something special. Even people who rap can't do this.
Right.
This is a whole different thing.
Damn sure can't do it.
This is a whole different thing. You know what I mean?
A whole different world.
A whole different world. So
I'm glad.
Don't lose. I'm saying this. I don't want you to lose sight because I've gained that in my last 5-6 years. I've gained a respect, to be honest, a healthy respect of what I've really done. You know, and it's because people have been gracious enough to tell me, yo, Shaka, same thing, yo, Shaka, thanks, yo, because boom, 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 boom. And yo, I've been watching y'all since I was in middle school. And boom, boom. Yo, I got shit from overseas, niggas in Afghanistan in the war. And yo, we 5 of us in a tent. You know what I mean? And we watching, you know, every time we come off a mission, we try to tune in, you get us through. What?
I really thought.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
I really thought that. Because that's what I was thinking about that before. I said we definitely should have like a award show period, like of a Baltimore band. Like I really believe. I think that you know, like niggas pass away. I really believe that we should have I'm talking like me and you. We should have a statue somewhere though. No. I'm being serious though, yo.
Well, I will say this. Now we just
at least some type of shit.
So I would say that we had. I'm gonna say this, dude. So this is why I'm telling you the things I'm telling you. They gave me the pit gave me my flowers in was it this year or last year December.
I didn't get mine.
We had Pit Appreciation Day.
Pit Appreciation Day.
Yeah.
PITTT or PIT.
PIT. Right. So but this is our third one. Right. So we have awards. We have awards named after Mirage, named after Mike Nice. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Man,
so we have Hall of Fame awards.
Can y'all do something for me this year then?
Hey, listen. No, real talk. Because you do deserve your flowers while you're here, Lute.
I'm talking about you good too, though.
No, but what I'm saying is they gave me a nice speech. You know what I mean? They gave me an award. They gave me a plaque. I got a plaque, and then a company called House of Colors, who does media. They've been Pit fans for years, but they're doing their own media thing, right. So they're supporting the Pit. So they gave me a crystal plaque of award of excellence for 10 years of consistent battle rap. You know, 10 years. So the saying is we call it 10 years in, no years out. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But I would love
what I'm saying is you definitely. Like when I felt like I almost cried. I'm good, but because so in my speech, what I said was, this feels good because people like us never we don't hear these things. Yeah. You know what I mean, people now. Luke, there's someone right now talking hella good shit about you. They just ain't telling you. Which is the bullshit.
Right.
Which is the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because there's someone who feels really good about you, and they telling somebody. You just never fucking know. And I feel like, nah, we all need to know. We all deserve to know that, right? We all, whether we need to or not, but we deserve to know that. So that's why I'm saying.
You first, though. I would like Shaka to do it for me. I would like him to do something for me. We can do an award show or some shit like that.
Listen, Lou.
And you know what's crazy? I think me and you should be up there talking to all them niggas. Like it should be some type of thing like that where me and you can sit there with a mic and we just talk to the Pit Fight battle rappers and the Baltimore. Like just come out and have a good time. That's what I think we should do.
We can definitely do something like that.
That'd be crazy.
We can plan something like that. We can plan something like that because
$5 a ticket or something.
But again, you deserve your just dues. You've helped a lot of young brothers. You've again, like let's take someone like Tay, man. Like Tay came in. Man.
Thank you. Yeah, signed World Star Records, man.
Tay came in at 14 years old. 16 Tay was 16 for like 8 years. Yeah. Tay was 16.
Tay came in with the braids and shit. He knows Tay came in at 16.
Tay came in. Yeah, so somebody was younger. Spence was younger than Tay, right?
Yeah, I think all of them.
Yeah, Spence, Ronnie G, they was all young. But someone like Tay, you were influential in him, him growing. He learned like even before he was doing the songs, like doing the good. Still, the iPhone shit still one of my.
iPhone.
I don't even have an iPhone. And that's what I like that song, right? But you know, the battle rap thing gave him that confidence, that stage presence, that being able to fuck with a crowd like this, be able to that contact.
I seen a nigga left a comment on this shit. Somebody, he said something else. He was like, "Yeah, I remember you from the battles, though." Like he be talking about some whole other shit, but niggas be like, "But I still remember you."
Yeah.
So I know, like I don't know if they get on their nerves neither though, but it's like.
Nah, but
that's us though, man. That's the grace of the Most High. Like you can't take that from us, man.
And was
I'm glad to be a part of it. That's what I told you.
This is a good.
Yeah, I think you was a man in your own in that league though. So I don't know.
What?
You ever thought about that? Like that you would have been the only person in Baltimore City or something like that just to do that though?
To do what?
What you did.
What, battle rap?
Yeah, and put people on stage and night to you and shit like that.
No, I'm not the only one, man.
It wasn't nobody in the middle between us.
Because I was an artist first, right? And then when I got in a position of leadership or power, I never wanted to forget with the artist side.
That's exactly my whole thing.
I mean, which is
that's crazy we think of like
because it's
that's
like
the whole reason we doing that. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole reason we doing that.
Yeah,
I said, yo, I'm to the Lute, but I'm about to get up this bitch. I said, yo, why not get back? Because Baltimore City rappers never get back like, and that's why when I did that. Yo, ain't nobody in Baltimore City never seen that. Like, I'm talking about you, and this talking before any young moose or young school or whoever. Like, yo, that's why I was telling Tatum. I said, yo, y'all niggas is known before all them niggas. Yeah. Before all them, I said, yo, y'all set the lead way for that. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, like, and that's crazy. If you would have put the pit fights and the Baltimore battles together at that same time, that shit would probably it would have been a tornado.
Nah,
it would have been a tornado. It would have.
It would have.
Because you would have took niggas from PA or DC. Because you had other niggas. So all I had was Baltimore niggas. Right. But you would have took everybody.
But that's what I was trying. I was trying to extend that outreach to you to get to. That's what I was trying to do. Because it was funny. Like even when Grind Time came in, it wasn't. It was about, for me. It was about Baltimore. Right, so when they came in, they were doing the Grind Time DMV thing. Yeah, I found out about it, and I'm like, well, y'all doing this DMV thing. What are y'all talking about this? So I'm like, well, all right, well, you ain't doing nothing in this area battle rap if you ain't talking about Baltimore.
Right. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you straight. I ain't trying to strong arm you, but this is where it's at.
Yeah.
Like all the town, you know what I mean? Like this is where the scene at.
Cause we had it on lock,
bro. This is where the scene at.
Yeah.
Like you ain't had, like again. It was going back to the YouTube and the MySpace. I'm like, I don't see nobody. I don't see no this. Like this would have seen that. You know what I mean? So for me, it was always about the city. You know what I mean? It was always about us. Like even the whole. I went to war for Baltimore several times on this whole DMV thing, and I'm like, yo, like we're Baltimore and we're good with the DMV thing if you include us. But if you're not including us, don't try to use us out of town. Don't claim us out of town when you need that real. Right. When you need that real feel, you want to claim Baltimore out of town. Right. But in town, you don't really mean us. You mean northern Virginia, Southern Maryland, and DC. Yeah, that little. So I've always been about us, the city. So I'm like, nah. And he's like, again, I recognize, the young boy thing. I recognize that energy. I recognize the growth potential, right? And I'm like, yeah, like.
I'm just glad we had I'm gonna use the bathroom too.
Right.
Keep it. I want to get a piss already. I'm glad y'all can hear me talking. I got a deep voice, but y'all can hear me. I'm glad that me and him had a good situation where we could both put on for the city at the same time. So.
Oh no, man. And it's possible. It's possible to rock out, y'all. Like, you know what I mean, y'all. Like, it's possible to for multiple things to coexist at the same time. Like, it don't have to be all he doing something, so I can't. Nah, you can do it in your lane. And that was the thing. Like the pit and Baltimore battles, we both had that gritty feel, but it was different. It was catering to different audiences. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, like I'll never forget when we had the Baltimore Battle was the pit. Just the energy in the building. You got a cut. You got a cut. See, you cut. Like the energy in the building was just, you know, even.
I thought we was gonna lose a little bit because we was waiting for somebody. Was it on my team?
It was tied up, wasn't it? It was tied, and then who was the tiebreaker?
I mean, I always thought I had the best female ever. So
who you had? Miss Stream?
I think she the best female rapper. That's what
I think.
I love you, Streams. So
I like Streams. I thought
you got a light skinned thick girl. What's her name? You know what I'm talking about? Pretty girl.
Shaka.
That's her name? She pretty girl.
Shaka. Lady Heron. Yeah.
Lady Heron. Yeah. She cool.
She wanted to look at the keys this. The way keys.
She did. Yeah. She's pretty. She's nice.
Streams. I like Streams. I thought Streams needed to be honest, my issue with Baltimore battles in general, as far as skill set, was I thought, and this is what a big thing on the pit side. I thought the rhyming side was lacking. I thought Baltimore battlers didn't rhyme as well and as pit fighters.
It's like lyrical?
More like connecting the words more. So connecting the words, like for instance, it's not just rhyming the last word, the last word, right? So more so you have to see how Pex uses more in betweens. You can rap in between, and you rhyming syllables in that word. So,
but Pex more like a genius type of, like he like a school book nerd type of nigga. Well, I'm not saying he's more smart. Like,
watch this. So what is murder? Murder rhymes well.
It's more of a gangster type of rap. But
I'm talking about
hands can be different though.
But I'm not talking about what they're saying. I'm talking about the way they connect words.
What I'm saying is, I wouldn't put Apex versus Lute. I wouldn't. It wouldn't work out. I wouldn't put Apex versus I would put Apex versus like a KS or something like that.
But even if you look at
that's what I'm saying. Or like a Tay-Rock. I would put Apex versus Tay-Rock. But Tay-Rock know how to use the words more. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that's what we value in the pit. We value being able to use the words. And like I said, it goes back to the age. But because the pit fighters were grown.
But guess, all right, so
right, because they were grown, and the Baltimore battles were younger.
I think y'all was more lyrical, and I think if you agree with this, I think we was more entertaining and more funny.
Yes, no.
Because when KS and them come down there, the whole that's how I get my sister, because I should have got y'all here too. Them niggas is funny outside Baltimore.
Yeah, okay, so watch this. So watch this. KS
he beat everybody.
KS style of rapping is closer to a pit fighter style of rapping.
You think so?
Yes, closer.
But he more entertaining.
He's entertaining.
No, he more funny.
But hold up. What? Hold up. Watch this. Rio, PT, even
you can't, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm talking
funny. PT more angry.
No.
You talking PT? You talking PG Skillet?
No. You talking about PG Skillet?
Oh, I was
about to say PT. Light skin.
The light skin with the braids.
Yeah.
His is more hardcore.
No, PT's hilarious.
He is?
Yeah, him and Rio. Remember Rio the battle with Kim?
I know, yeah.
No, that's because, why? Because that's grind time. That's grind time all day long. All day long, that's grind time. That funny shit. Yeah, that's grind time. Because remember on the Baltimore battle side, niggas like all them jokes and shit. Niggas got jokes. Y'all ain't like that shit. Niggas ain't like it. Yeah. Niggas like Baltimore battles but more like that DVD, that Philly DVD. That get him like y'all like that. Yeah, man. It was for me. It was more like I thought we were more like because we came from that side of the fence that grind time, Fight Club, rhymey, side of the fence. Yeah. That's what we were. And again, y'all came.
Y'all was all more lyrical.
Y'all can't. But that comes from
we was good, but I thought we had more entertainment.
Yeah, because watch this. Because y'all come from lunchroom.
That's what I'm saying.
Bathroom. Right.
They was all kids. So kids would do that.
Yeah, and it makes sense.
Exactly.
It makes sense. No.
So kids would do that. So when KS say He just started rapping at 17. He said when he came in.
I saw. Watch this. I had KS at the Spinners Club cipher maybe a year or so before that he ever hit the.
He never told me that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. Before I even got on
Charles. It's documentary or it's not?
Yeah. It was it was for DVD. It was for.
Cause you know I like to look at shows.
I want to say it was for Real Talk. I want to say Real Talk DVD. Was it Real Talk? The guy who used to do it for Hot Spitter, I think. Oh man, but it was right on Charles. It was 23rd and Charles. And KS came up. He came up with a young lady, and somebody else. And the young lady was like a rougher type, you know.
He said his brother was Trey was rapping first though. But Trey, when we did Baltimore versus Philly though, he said this swine better listen. He said, this why I better listen. If life was a big ass flat screen, niggas would watch him die high definition. Oh my God.
Listen,
that shit was hot. No, that was Trey. That was Trey. So niggas sometimes thought that Trey wrote for KS. So KS said, he said, yo, I just started rapping. I was 17. Yo.
No,
he beat everybody. He beat everybody.
Listen, like I said, I remember KS. Like I said, when I saw KS in the battles, I was like, oh, same way before. I was like, oh, that's KS from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you knew most of the niggas that was even in my shit already though.
So
some they never came to me like, Lute, I know that nigga.
No, but I mean because they you know, you got them. Y'all doing y'all thing.
So let me ask you this question. So when I was doing my thing, why you never came down too much to say, hey, what's going on? What's up?
When?
I'm just saying period though, like why you like, you know what I mean? Cause you always tell me that you would tell everybody like I knew Lute way before y'all niggas. I knew Lute from MySpace though. I would think like why Uncle wouldn't come down and say, hey, what's going on, buddy?
So I mean, when did I come down? I was.
No, you always came down, but I'm saying like I would say maybe not at the first beginning. Not in the first beginning. When I first started, Baltimore versus Philly or something like that. I think
I know. I you know what? I didn't know. No, I didn't know. That I didn't know about the first one. I saw the first one, but I didn't know the first one was happening.
So can I ask you a serious question? Do you think when I started them, do you think I was trying to copy you or something?
No. Like I said, I
don't lie to me.
No, I never even this. Like I said, no, because again, we didn't invent battle rap.
You know what I'm saying? You was the first.
I was the first. I was the first organized. I was the first one doing a lead. But before me, they was doing Style Wars. Before that,
down here?
Yeah, Style Wars, speaker boxing.
In the 70s and 80s, and
no, this is 2000s.
I'm saying, tell you now what remember that.
But you know why? Because they were fucking terrible.
That's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't remember neither though.
Right, but what I'm saying is, we're going back to legacy history. It doesn't mean it didn't happen. So because you don't know about it, don't mean.
So do you think that you copied somebody from? Like, oh, dude, like, you know what I mean?
No, I know. I didn't copy, but I did form our, you know, my time in grind time, you know, and what I was doing in there. Yeah, I took that, but to be fair, I was already doing pit fights before grind time came. Mm-hmm. I stopped doing pit fights for the big. Again, this is what I'm saying. I put down the pit, and this is why I can respect with your thing, right? Right. I put down the pit for the bigger thing, right? For the region. Okay, we're gonna do this whole regional thing, right? So I'm not gonna do pit fights.
So what was the regional thing? What are you talking about?
Grind time DMV. Right? Which is I'm gonna use this national platform to get my boys on.
So was this bigger than Smack at that time? Or
yes.
Grind time was bigger?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Smack, I met
he wasn't even, I met him too.
I met Norbs at a grind time, I bet.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. A lot of these Smack guys you like came from grind time.
I believe that.
Right?
I believe
they came from grind time.
I conceded all of them.
Came from grind time.
I believe
right? A-Bird, you know what I mean? Or like these guys, they came from grind time.
I believe that, yeah.
Swave Sever,
yeah.
Like, you know, like I met Swave Sever at grind time. T Money Bags, I met him at grind time. So we were gonna use, you know, the plan was to use grind time because they already had the machine, right? All right, cool, you got it. Big bank, little bank.
The wave and
right. But we'll be smart. We're gonna put that shit to the side, and we go, all right, cool. Yeah. And then about a year into it, they well, not they, the one dude, who it was 3 of us running it, and the other dude who was one guy who had a less strong personality, and the 2 of us had strong personality, but I was able to fall back and I don't give a fuck. I know where I know what's what. I know I know that I have the Baltimore. I knew that. So for instance, we have Virginia, yo, we have Maryland, yo, and we got Baltimore, yo.
Right.
I'm so secure in what we had. I'm not pressed about. I'm the big nut. My nuts are big. We good. We gonna work this thing out, my nigga. It don't even matter to me.
Right.
And he tried to big boy me. And I was like, yo, you can't big boy me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he like, well, fuck it. You know, he said, don't come, like, nigga told, the day of your event, he told me, fuck it. He told me, you can't, he said, you can't come to the event. I mean, I was like, you mean the event that I helped put on?
Right.
I said, all right, I see you tonight.
Right.
Came to your event, down at the Federal Hill.
The Federal Hill, yeah.
Right? Stayed there and then rolled and went down and yeah. Needless to say, I got in, Lenny got in, I got an armband and blah blah blah. Yeah. But after that I was like, I'm good.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's when I went full steam into the pit. But again, you know, you take some things with you, things that work, so, again, we didn't reinvent the wheel, we just said, all right, we gonna put some spokes on this motherfucker. You know what I mean? But even before, with Grind Time, you had Scribble Jams, and you had Fight Club, and there was always battle rap going on, so I'm the first in Baltimore to do an organized, consistent league thing, right? That's what I.
Can't nobody take that.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Mine's more of. I think mine's more of the battle rap with the youth. I think like you know what's crazy? Yes. Mine's more of like a PAL center. If you remember, like Baltimore City, PAL center was ran by the Baltimore Police Department, but I'm just saying like mine was more of the youth. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like I was trying to be like, yo, look at them, fuck them old niggas, look at them. That's what I was doing. You know what I mean?
No, that's exactly
even though I was old, I was an old nigga already though. But I was like, yo, look at these niggas. Like them niggas, they staying out of trouble. They not selling drugs, yo. Like them niggas, look at these niggas. So I was more of that, and I think Shaka had more of the older niggas already. So when you put the older niggas and when you put me with the younger niggas, that's when you come with the big ball like that. You get this pit fights and you get the Baltimore battles. It's like it's always going to collide and all that stuff like that. But I'm glad me and him.
But this is why Big Philly did. But this is why when Big Philly, he's trying
to bridge the gap and all that. And that's why it goes back to what I'm saying. I didn't know the business. I didn't know too much about it because it shit was new to me. You know what I mean? It's like that's all I knew was about YouTube and stuff like that.
You already felt like the establishment or the older heads.
Y'all two was already good.
But in general, you felt like the old heads wasn't given the proper.
No, I felt like that y'all two like because I remember the conversation now because that's when everybody me and you got the beef and that's when everybody was beefing and all that and me and Philly, I said Philly, I love you. I said, man, but I ain't fuck with y'all niggas, man. And I told I think somebody told you or went back and was like, yo, Lute said shot me or something. I said, because I was like, yo, because I don't know. Like, the fuck, like I'm just like, I'm trying to protect this shit. I don't know. And that's what me and you got into it. And that's when you cuss. I always gotta keep saying that because that nigga cussed me out. I'm gonna fuck with y'all.
I'm sorry, y'all.
That nigga laid me out. That nigga laid me out.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I was on the phone just getting cussed out by like it was my dad or.
I'm sorry, y'all.
It was my dad or uncle. But I take it. But I still love him though. Like
I'm in a better place, y'all. I mean, like I said, my patience wasn't.
But we wouldn't be here if I didn't respect him or nothing like that.
That is true because I
got love. Like he gonna always be a part of like I don't care if he don't want to hear it and stuff like that. But if me and him die today tomorrow, if I die today tomorrow, we gonna always be a part of this shit, man. You know what I mean? And that's what I appreciate. Like I said, he always told me that I know you from mine. Like he know me before Tay and them know me or anybody know me. You know what I mean? He like Lute, I see your journey. And that's what I like about older people. Like one thing I can say about older people, and not saying he an old man, but one thing I say about older people is that they always acknowledge the real in the nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's one thing you can't get from everybody else though. Cause you know some niggas are like, nah, nigga, fuck you. And this nigga always was like, me and him never really had to argue until we argued on the phone, but he always. Like, he was the first person, like I told him, like, he said that's the first time he heard it. I said, yo, I saw Maniac Dre and the DC nigga, I saw that shit in the woods, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
that's crazy.
I just was like.
That's still amazing.
No, he was the first person I ever, like, that's what I said. I don't know if Maniac Dre told me to look at it, because I don't think I was talking to him at that time. But he said he knew me, though.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know him. You said you knew me at the time, so.
So I try to keep my radar on, and at that time I was very active in the artistic community, so it was almost my job as a plug to know who's who.
Keep spying on
right. So if somebody says, for instance, like, but it's important. So for instance, I was at one time I was a person that people called to get information on artists, and when I say information, I mean like sort of like a G check. Right. Like, yo, what's up about him? Right. So you know, shoot, when Slaughterhouse first got together, I got a phone call asking from Ram's Head Live asking should they book Slaughterhouse. What do you know? Should I book show? And I was like, fuck yeah, book yeah. I'm like, they didn't have a song out or anything. They just got together, the group, and they were starting the tour. D Gaines called me about Lute. That's how that happened. Yeah. You know what I mean? Actually D Gaines' manager called me and was asking me about Lute and what kind of, I gave it up. Like, what? Yeah, nah, you want him. You know what I mean? Nah, you want him. Nah, he's him. You know what I mean? But again, so that was my job to know certain things so I can be able to say, nah. Again, like when I had that conversation about you, telling, I'm like, nah, he's a good dude, yo. Nah, yeah.
So you always talk good about me.
Yeah.
So you always talk good about me. On camera though.
Yeah, listen. Only thing I've ever had against Lute is whatever Lute had towards me.
What?
Meaning this. Meaning
you're my grandfather.
Listen, meaning, yo, Lute, I ain't got nothing to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like
I had no beef with you.
Not a beef, but the fact that
I just hold on to when you cuss me out. That's all
I cussed you out because you weren't.
I didn't know. That's what I keep saying.
But you weren't. But I tried to show you so many times who I was and what I was about.
Not that. I think the organization of it. That's what I'm saying. Is just. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all knew already. You and Big Philly already knew.
And I was trying to share it.
But I was a kid though. Like
but again, that's part of my problem.
Yeah.
It's a gift and a curse.
Don't cuss me out.
I wasn't treating you like a kid because I'm like, you ain't.
But you was like, nah, nigga, fuck all that, nigga. I had the ground times back.
Nah, because you know what's funny? I someone else told me about a situation like this, and it was in the same space, same 25th Street in Maryland. I was still whoever I was at 25th in Maryland, yo. Right. I
didn't take it off. I don't like you bringing it up like that, but I didn't take it off. But that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, because you older than me, so I'm not gonna say ages, but what I'm saying is, I'm new to this thing. That's all I keep. That's all my defense.
And I didn't have the patience.
I'm new to this thing. I don't know. All I know is about, damn, yo, we doing good. All I think I need to protect this. That's all I know. And everybody telling me like, yo, Lute, man, it's just Baltimore battles, yo, such. Like, so when you got like the pit fights and then you got big Philly and all of them, I'm like, yo. You know what I mean? I don't know where it's going to go at because I just want to really focus on us. Because, like, when it go back to you, y'all already was established. Right. Like, you had your whole shit.
Right.
And then Philly had his own shit, too. Right. I'm like, yo, Baltimore battles, we still new. So, all I kept thinking...
But you had your own shit.
I did, but what I'm saying is I didn't have my shit wasn't organized because I was doing it by myself.
And that's what we was trying to help you
organize. I wasn't doing it by myself. So, but I was scared about that because the thing about me when I do shit, I really want to just do it by myself. You know what I mean? Like I told you before, I just really be wanting me and God to do it because I know it's gonna work out at the end though. I know it's gonna work out.
So, but God is working, but that you can't close your eyes to God working. God's putting Big Philly in front of you. God's putting Shaka in front of you. You know what I'm saying?
But I was scared too. I'm a man.
That's fair.
I was scared. I'm scared.
That's fair. That's fair.
I was scared. I'm scared.
That's fair. That's fair.
I was scared too, though.
That's
you know what I mean? So
no.
Because I don't know. I didn't want to put Lute in. You might have had contracts. That nigga might have had contracts.
And neither one of us did. All we were trying to give you, pardon, is the game and the know-how and the resources. To be honest, it was just literally resources. So that because again,
y'all had it. Yeah.
If you're so it's how it was the mindset. If you're in the network and you're doing what you're doing, the better your shit is, the better everyone. Yeah. So it's like, all right, these young boys, they doing some good shit. Now they did this. Oh shit.
Let me ask you this though. So before I started in 2009, how many years before that you started, before I even started though? That's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? Like that's the question
So again, so it's different. So I've always the difference is
it's the battles I'm talking about. Battles in general.
So actually, I probably had you about at least 2 or 3 years. About 2 or 3 years.
Exactly.
About 2 or 3
so
years.
you was already established.
Yeah. And again, and I was bringing industry mindset already.
And you say you had 92 kids.
I had 92 kids.
I
already worked in Hollywood.
I was damn near famous already.
You know, I mean,
he was already famous.
I wasn't famous. I just had experience.
Right.
You know what I mean, I just had experience that I was able to utilize. You know, and doing it. So it was just about passing on because you know whatever I know is what I'm not stingy with my shit. Right. Like that's why I've given there's no kung fu that I know that Pex doesn't know. I gave him I told him all my styles. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't have a little secret technique like this right. No, you know everything I know.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's how because my thing is. If we in war or we in this thing together, I need you to be on par with. I don't need you to be a liability. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna let you know where the best watering holes are. I'm gonna let you know. Nah, don't go over there. That's poison. Nah, I'm gonna be like, nah, dude, I've already broke my leg walking down there. You ain't gotta do that no more. You ain't gotta do that. You know what I mean? So that's all I was trying to do. But I do in my later in life I've learned. That sometimes again people have to find their way, right? You can't. So I've learned. It's a saying I have. You can't drown them and make them drink water. They be thirsty as hell, right? But if you're holding their head under the water, who's drinking? Who's drinking? You like nigga, get up. Yeah, I'm thirsty, but you killing me, nigga.
Right.
Let me go.
You overdose.
Let me go, and I can. If I want to drink the water, I can drink the water. Right. Yeah. But there was a time when I wasn't. I'm like, nigga, drink this. Nigga, what the fuck, y'all? Here goes the water right here, yo. You don't want the water. You want it. You know what I mean? Nigga, like, damn. I know. Nigga, just the water. I'm like, the fuck. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I had to realize that, yo, like, you ain't helping nobody, yo. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't really helping if you hold this nigga head under the water like that. You ain't helping him, yo. You know what I mean? The best you can do is be like, yo, bro, here's water and it's cool. So it's good. I tested it. It's clean. If you want it, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be over here if you. And the nigga be like, damn, alright. You know what I mean? And look, nigga be like this. Look.
I ain't trying to say, well, you ain't looking. Right. we ain't looking.
Right. All right, pisses. All right, he's all right. But sometimes you got to do that, and then next time you be like, yo, you want some water? You be like, yeah. So it is what it is. So I don't, I do apologize for coming off harsh like that.
Oh, you already said that like 3 times.
But I'm in the space, man, now where
I'm glad you arguing all that. I'm glad you even knew me. I'm glad you even heard of a young nigga. I'm glad you even heard of a young nigga at that time. Period, man. I'm glad you even knew like, yo, that's that nigga from MySpace. Like, Yeah, I mean, I appreciate all that.
Hey, listen,
you cuss me out a whole bunch of times.
But listen,
you know what I'm facing. I don't care. Why you think I push you over here?
You did your job though, bro. Like it's like again, if I can't recognize what ain't there, right? And I'm damn sure ain't giving props to what ain't been done. That ain't who I am. So like you done a good thing for this community. You done a good thing for a lot of people, and you're gonna be in their stories. And those who are there and don't put you in their stories, the Creator got something for them.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? Like because that's you know what I mean. So you're good. You're like when we talk about pit fights. And we get to a time frame, you know, we get to 2009 to 2011, 12 time frame. Yeah. We have to mention Baltimore battles. Right. You know what I'm saying? You have to talk about that. So there's no way you can't. You're like, oh yeah, well, we've been doing it for 10 years, so fuck. No. There was something going on.
So let me ask you this though, because I ain't never asked somebody this. So if I died dead tomorrow, what would you say about me though?
That's a good one. That's a good question.
Because if you say something bad, I'm coming out of the casket and we fight.
I would definitely say that you
y'all hear from his mouth.
Listen, it's funny as I believe in. Listen, it's funny. I'm good with this because I believe in living eulogies, right? Okay. Like so. No, Luke, you're someone you're dedicated. And dedicated and committed to the thing that you believe in.
It's on my Instagram.
And you really give a fuck, right? Because a lot of people don't genuinely give a fuck, right? It's more like me, right? Your shit has always been about I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get my shine, but I'm getting my shine from right. You know what I mean? So again, I'm aware that like who don't want their shine? Who don't want their credit? Who don't want their we all want that, right? Yeah. But your way of getting it has been to do something for other people. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And
somebody told me that too.
You know what I mean? And that's healthy. Right? The creator won't frown at that. The Creator won't be like, oh, you're doing this so you can feel good. The Creator will be like, good job on making other people feel good. Now go ahead, you can feel good. That's yours. You earned that feel. You earned that feel good. You know what I mean?
Your life now.
Yeah. You earned that feel good. The commitment and doing things for other people, man, is huge because everyone isn't about that. No matter how hard they try, it ain't in them. They're gonna stop. They're gonna stop at some point. You know what I mean? And whatever you do, even when you're not doing so, you wasn't doing Baltimore battles, but you know, you was preaching. Right? And you was trying to feed people in a different way. Right. But you was trying to feed people in a different way, right? So even these interviews, right? It's everything you do is still about the
Creator of the Most
High. Yes. And you know, so
That's why I'm happy that you came. That's what I'm saying. That's what, like, people don't understand. Like, I'm happy. I'm drunk right now. I'm happy though. Like, I'm happy though. Like,
hey, listen,
they don't know how big this is.
Y'all see how I got here.
You see how we got the bike in the back.
Y'all see how I got here, man.
But they don't understand that, like we, like this like two legends. Like we I guess we could talk about ourselves like that though. Like, because I don't even want to say that, but
no. I will say this. I will say this because I'm very stingy with the legend word. Okay. Because you have people be like, people give you a legend card because you're still alive. And you was here when something happened before. Right? No. For me, a legend is, can you tell this story without them? If you can tell a story without him, he's probably not a legend.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or she's not a legend. Yeah. So my thing is, you know, can we tell, like we said, can we talk about Baltimore battle rap and not mention Lute? No, we can't.
No, yeah, that ain't
automatically you
or
go,
you
or me. No, you're right, but automatically you go on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Automatically. You know what I mean? So.
I mean, of course you brought that before me, though.
No, but it's a
you keep trying to put me before you.
No, it's not. It's not. But you know, when you go back to that time frame, you know.
You did it before.
But watch this. But
a
2 to 3 year difference is not something. It's the same. It's the difference between a freshman and a senior, right? Or junior and a same. You're still in the same school. You still see each other the same place. You can still have classes together. So what I'm saying is, for me, that's still the same realm, right? So if they're putting up a Mount Rushmore, you know, right? You know, when they put mine up, they're putting yours up.
Right.
Is what I'm saying to you. So I'm not saying who they chisel first is on who they chisel first, right? But when they put the whole thing up there,
it gotta be me and
you got
four of them.
Right.
I'm cool. I'm cool with that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not.
Exactly.
Yo, you know me. I'm always one thing about me. Everybody say I'm always a humble nigga. I'm not worried about none of that. You know what I mean?
No.
I always give. Yo, one thing about me. I always give praises. I know.
Done?
Yeah. I drink about this Smurf though, but I always give praises to the niggas that always shout me out. Big ups to Buck Jones and all that, cause Buck Jones always.
Buck.
Yeah, Buck Jones always. Buck Jones rolling with K Swift and all them. He was a big reason why I got known too and all that. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, what? This way before the battle. We used to make that bitch rocking off like, hey, like we used to make that bitch dancing.
I got, yeah.
But you know, to the Lute, man, like it just, you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying about y'all. Like people don't understand these things, and that's why I wish that we had like not a time machine, but that's what I'm saying. We need to start doing more interviews like this and stuff like this, so we can talk about these things. I want to get Buck now. I would love to get Buck on this bitch. I would love to get Buck.
I haven't seen Buck in a minute. But same thing. So you know, same thing. So Buck was
you gonna set it off? Yeah, I think the interview is gonna set it off.
Buck was doing when he was doing the parties. You know, so he was doing the club thing, you know.
He been doing that shit.
So I've gotten points. I've gotten. He was doing a party, and my daughter wanted tickets, and he was all sold out, whatever. Oh, so I got my daddy points on, and you know, go Buck. So Buck looked out and everything. So now, me and Buck go back again to the. Back to the MySpace days, man. Yeah. But nah, you good, Lute. Now, what you should do? I'm not get some rappers, get some Baltimore battle rappers. You've already talked to Tay. Who you have?
Don't do that, man. We talked about the reunion we're gonna do.
Yeah, now
I gotta ask you one more question.
What's up?
Not me. Why you keep asking me though?
Alright, you right. What's the question?
So we about to end this interview, right?
What's the question?
Last question. I always ask everybody. When it's all said and done with you, man, you know, if you pass away, you know, down all that, man, what do you want everybody to remember you as far as your legacy? You know what I mean? Like, when you just gone, when the flesh, you know what I mean? When you leave, man, what you want everybody to remember you by?
That's a good one. I don't know if I have a one word thing, but I
break it down to me.
I mean, my thing, I just want to be remembered. Period. You know, because I feel like if I'm remembered, then my deeds will all speak for like if you remember me, you're gonna remember something that I've done well. Right. And that's all. So my job is just to do things well. Yeah. Right. And therefore the you know, whoever remembers me, whether you remember me from being an engineer, whether you remember me from being the rapper, whether you remember me from being in pit fights or the biker, or whatever, you remember me is being solid in that thing, right. And stand up and whatever. Because I believe
when you die, you're still alive. I believe in like whatever you create on this earth. That's why I tell everybody this. I say write your own Bible. Bible means basic instructions before leaving earth. So I tell everybody to document your own life. You know what I mean? Just write your own Bible. Write your own Bible. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But again, the way you document that though, real quick, it's like, again, it's not always you documenting it with footage or with this, right? So for me, it's more expansive. It's you're documenting it through other people's lives.
You got to break that down. I don't know which
meaning it's not documented because we're recording it. It's documented because it's being.
Is that word of mouth?
It's being lived and experienced through someone else. For instance.
That's hard though.
That's the word. But watch this. So again, to go back to Lute.
Yeah.
Right? To go back to Lute. When Lute is talking, telling his grandkid how bad he used to be, right? Boy, I was the shit. Boy, I was the man back in my day. Boy, I had the right?
Yeah.
Who gets mentioned in that conversation?
Me and him. Oh, me and him. Well,
Right. So that's the documentation.
Right.
That's the documentation. So now your name and things you've done has been passed down to his grandson. So his grandson telling him, my father used to battle rap back with Baltimore battles.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So it's that's the documentation. Other people's.
So you're just talking about the mention of the names.
I'm talking about people evangelizing your life. People evangelizing their experiences with you to other people. That's the documentation, right? The telling of the story.
Is this your first time saying this on here, or you said that before?
No, this is my first time saying this.
Okay.
This whole documentation thing is the first time I've said it. So that's how you do it. You know, that's how you do it. People tell the stories about you, and people tell the stories about being told the stories, and it just spread, right? So that's the documentation that's going to outlive this thing, right?
So if you passed away today or tomorrow, and if somebody told your story, you think you'd be happy with that, or you think a motherfucker didn't tell your whole entire story the way you're supposed to?
No one person's going to tell my story. No one person.
But that's what I say. I tell people, hey, document your own story in your life. So, if something happened to you, what nobody trying to figure it out.
But the thing is, it's good luck with that. Because it's so much of your life that happens, and so much of your life that you don't experience through you.
But you know what to put out on this earth, though.
Yeah, but
that's what you see what I mean.
But I know. I guess what I'm saying is, for me, that's more. So that's for me. That's like it's more superficial. Like for me,
I can hit the middle.
Like for me, having a DVD of my life is cool. The DVD can break. It's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool having this uploaded on the internet. The internet can go down. Watch this. Channels can be destroyed. Right.
Yeah,
But can't nobody stop me from talking about Zeke with the floppy ear hat, right? Battling, killing Zeke, floppy ear hat, killing Zeke.
They only gotta believe what you saying though.
But bro, how do we believe?
That's what I'm saying. Like
we're going back. Well, watch this. Before any of this medium, before recording or anything, how do we pass down information?
Should we have
we spoke.
Word of mouth.
We speak.
Hey, James and them, yeah.
And we speak and we live and we live it. So we know about ancient heroes and legends and Hercules.
You think that same format still work to this day? But I'm saying with them young niggas, I think it don't though.
But
young niggas is crazy.
But listen,
they don't believe everything. I'm telling you,
it's not about that. It's about, again, there's some people who don't believe in anything. Doesn't matter because that's not what they are. And I'm not trying to drown them to make them drink the water.
Right.
I'm just doing I'm evangelist. So again, I'm doing my part. I'm doing the work. I'm being good in people's lives. I'm helping people do right. So when these people tell their stories, I can't control them, right? But so it's like, but it does work. It does work. There's people now. Like I said, I found people on Facebook. I was in a Baltimore voting group, and I made a comment. I made a comment, and a former student of mine came on the post and like, oh, is this Mr. Shaka from Harlem Park? I had you as a, what I mean? And he told me how much I impacted his life. Right? And I never knew this. And I guarantee you he told someone else about this. Right. That's the documentation, man. And then that comes from doing the work.
The word of mouth, though.
It comes from doing the work.
The word of mouth?
Yes. And living life. Life.
You heard what he said.
So like y'all like these mediums can be destroyed. You know? But if you speak life into shit and you do shit you're supposed to do.
I'm drinking.
Look, and I'm the one with the
older too though.
Right.
I got the weaker bladder. Let me get the alcohol. It's gonna be the best interview I ever seen.
You know what I mean? So no, just like that's for me.
Hey, tell Lute versus Shaka. Lute set it up, Lute. I'm telling you.
Chopper.
What? Yeah, set it up. No, but this is an interview, though, man.
Yeah, man. Nah, this was good, man. But yeah.
So that was the question said when it's all said and done, though. When everybody, what you want everybody to remember you as, though?
What I want everyone to remember.
Because you came from a whole different state. You came from a whole different situation, though. I used to get mad about that too. That if you want to keep it real, though, like, now I should say like I'm like how the fuck like this nigga from New York and all that, and he think he I think I said that before. Yeah. So voice of Baltimore, yeah.
So
I'm just telling you that now.
I didn't claim that name. So the way that name happened, that was from my.
So somebody must have gave it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got 92 gave it to you?
No, before that. So I never claimed that. That was people.
But do you think that rubbed a lot of Baltimore artists like the wrong way though?
No, you know, and if it did, so what? Do the work. Do the work. I'm doing the work. I'm out here advocating for y'all.
Get heated now.
I'm out here advocating for y'all. Yeah. I'm the one going to war in DC and vocally on camera, on radio interviews, and I'm the one talking about, I'm the one trying to make sure that so you got a problem with it? Do the work. You can have it. Just do the work. Right. You can have it. You know, so I do want to put that out there that I never called myself that. Like
you never made that brand.
Someone called me that or someone suggested that, and I was like, that worked. Because people was throwing out. It was on MySpace. It was a post. People throwing out all types of names. Because I said something about what am I to hip hop in Baltimore? It was something like that, and so it was all types of weird shit. People was like the Pharaoh. It was something like the Pharaoh. It was some weird ass shit.
So do you think you got more known from MySpace, Facebook, or
YouTube was TV, right? So YouTube was so check this out. And I said this.
So what year was that though?
11, 12, maybe around 12. It started getting crazy. I was like from that time till now. I can, I'm walking down the street. I've been in stores and people say, "Hey, yo, anybody ever tell you look like being in Shaka pits?"
Don't say that.
I've had that. I've had people stop in cars like, "Oh, that's the battle guy." I've heard people say, "Mommy, that's the guy." So battle rap for me I was like, oh, like really, like I've been on stage with Wu-Tang and I've smoked with Biggie and
But you never shared this with them niggas.
No. My point is, none of that got me the name that battle rap did. None of it got me the fame or the notoriety that battle rap did. None of it. Not 92Q.
Oh yeah.
Not 92Q.
Right.
Not 92Q.
You had to do it on your own.
It was again.
That's what I'm saying.
It's going back to you. Yeah. It's young people watching. YouTube is TV for young people. It was a new TV.
Right.
So for young people watching, they're seeing me on YouTube. They're seeing you on YouTube. They're seeing Tay. They're seeing Pet. So they're watching. So when they see us in the street, they like seeing TV stars.
Who yelling them?
It's TV stars because they've been watching us for years, Lute.
That makes sense.
Right? They've been watching us since they was freshmen in the high school.
Elementary.
So now these dudes are 19, 20, whatever. They're like, yo, shit, it's like seeing fucking Idris Elba.
right.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, that's the nigga from Fast and Furious.
Right.
It's that shit. So nothing has done it for me like battle rap. None of the other, like I said, I worked on a movie. You know, I've done red carpet. You know, I walked the red fucking carpet. None of it.
I remember movie stars too though.
None of it.
But
none of it has given me the platform that battle rap has. So I will be forever grateful to the culture, and that's why I protect the culture. Like yo, this thing is giving me, and it's giving me the ability to give other people things. Because again, 10 years, it's a lot of people. We're family. Like my boys done got families. You know. Peck's got a whole kid. You know what I mean? Like people like Flint gets married tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? DK just got married. Mirage died. Mike Nice died. Rod died. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying, so it's I've been blessed. Battle rap has given me a whole family.
That's crazy too. Like you get a whole
Zeke,
family.
me Killer Zeke. That's like my family, man. And Killer Zeke didn't come through the pit.
That's my little man.
He
came from me, yeah.
Exactly. That's my point. That's my point.
He came from Simon, my nephew and all.
But that's my point. Like I can stop over Killer's house now. I can call her. I can me and his mom is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's.
It's all what we talking about, just the connection of it.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
so that's what the whole interview
and this is what battle rap. This is what battle rap is giving me.
And matter of fact, this what is battle rap. So what y'all looking at?
Yeah.
This what is
battle rap. It's bigger than Nino Brown. It's bigger than the battle rap shit. If it was only battle rap shit, we still wouldn't be sitting here right now having this conversation. And none of the people that we had battle rap with us would even be fucking with us if it was just battle rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's definitely deeper than battle rap.
And I always tell Shaka, man, like for me, you know, everybody can cuss me out, fuss me out. I had a good time though. That's what I always say about that, man. I really had a good time just meeting people. You know what I mean? Just meeting cause like for me, I never was close to and I always express that too. I never was close to like my family and friends and all that, but I always noticed that, you know, God was always send strangers to me and say like, yo, you was that nigga, yo, you was this and that, like, and you know what I mean, just always strangers and all that. I was like, why though? You know what I mean? Why strangers support me more than my own family do? You know what I mean? So that's the whole, like, let me finish, that's what I'm saying. But it's just like it was crazy like that, man. So even like somebody like Shaka, you know, and Jay Rip and them, to know me from MySpace and stuff like that, man. And I'll be trying to talk like I'm the shit and all that, but sometimes like when I get around certain people, they talk about me heavy, like, yo, Lute, but you Lute and all that. But I'm like, yo, I'm just a regular nigga like y'all, like, you know what I mean? I be trying to be. Somebody told me this. Hold on, somebody told me this too, cause I was getting mad at first. I was like, yo, but somebody told me this. They say, yo, Lute, check this out, yo. Like they said, Lute, you can never be unfamous, nigga. So a nigga told me that. He was like, yo, just letting you know that. Like, I know you want to get away from being famous and all this, cause at one point, like, about that shit was stressing me, yo. I said, nigga, I'm tired of y'all niggas. I hate y'all niggas.
Again, this is why I got help. This is why I had Will. This is why when I was in the pit, I brought in Will. Yeah. Will to help us. So after 2011 or 12, I've always had one person at least. Now I have 2 or 3. But I always had one other person because I'm like, I can't. After the first 2 years, I'm like, oh, fuck this. I can't do it by myself. This is crazy. So that's what I was trying to tell you, that I knew what you was going through. Right, and I'm like, no. It should be stressful. It should be stressful, so I'm trying to help you out.
Especially when you do shit by yourself, though. But they don't understand that. They don't understand that.
But sometimes you ain't got to do it by yourself, Lute. Sometimes you gotta do by sometimes.
That's when you come in there.
Sometimes you gotta be brave enough to accept that.
Thanks for letting me know that 30 years later.
Hey, listen. So what I will say to you is, learn to take your flowers, man. Like when people give you your flowers, man, take them, man. When your people be like, yo, Luke, you somebody, eat that. Never get used to it, but always, you know, take that. Be happy for it.
But what I want to say is, see how calm and cool you said. It's like I think it's different because I think you're so used to it because you was a nigga already on 92Q. doing like we was trying to get there. Like I was beefing with them there. That's why I told you. That's why I went the whole. I told him down. I said yo. I told him down there. I said yo, tell them. I said well fuck them niggas. Fuck them. Them niggas don't care about us.
But then Tay wound up full circle.
He did.
And he was able to get played.
But it took a while though.
Yeah.
But it took a while. But I was saying like yo. I said, but I think we gonna do it by ourselves.
But see, but again,
so we're gonna do it by ourselves.
But see, we back. See, the thing is, we backdoored it. We got in only because I lucked out. You know, because I'm gonna keep it a buck.
But I think you stuck. I think you stuck to your guns.
Yeah, but we
can't tell me that you sold out.
No, never.
92Q. I'm just keeping 100. 92Q is a sellout. It is though.
No. What I'm saying is,
you can't tell me that you sold out.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I know I lucked out because Squirrel didn't want to do the fucking job of finding rappers, and I knew it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm not looking at. I'm not. You know, Squirrel's my man. But I know, nigga, you just ain't really want to. Like every week, you're like, man, I find somebody to battle.
That's too much.
Too much. So what he did was he let me do it, right? And I understood what it was. I'm gonna flip this.
Yeah.
You ain't giving me no money, but guess what? I get a name, and I'm gonna use my name.
Right.
I get to say.
Build your
I get to say Shaka Pitch from 92Q.
Right.
I get to say that now.
And that's big.
I get to say that
People
now.
don't understand. That's big.
Right.
Big.
You know what I mean? So
just that little bit of little.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah. So
big.
what I'm saying to you is like we didn't get in because I had a hot song or because you know what I mean or because it wasn't that. It was really I won my battles and Squirrel was like, listen, nigga, you can do this. I don't even really. That's what it was. You know what I mean? Like it made I made Squirrel's job easier.
Right.
And that's what and I took advantage of that.
Right.
That's really so. I don't want you to think like we had some. It wasn't a secret name. Yeah, no. I was in the right place at the right time. You know what I mean? Because it could have been anybody.
So when y'all was on the pit fight, y'all still was on 92Q?
Yes.
Damn.
So yeah. So the last we was because we was doing the radio battles. But matter of fact, because I had people trying out at 5 Seasons to get on the radio. You know what I mean?
It was famous.
So you know.
Oh, I hear this though.
I'm just working the resources, man.
I was sitting over here just scooping up sand like.
Hey, listen. But listen, here's the deal. But guess what? But I put whoever wanted to go on, I put them on, wherever they came from, whether it was pit fight, Baltimore battle, whatever. Yeah. Like, you want to get on, you on.
So the interview ain't gonna be too long. So let's get to how do we get to the Baltimore battle versus pit fights battle? What year? Do you know what year that was or what? That was a good. I think we had 5-on-5.
It was 5-on-5.
I think I had Lord D. I think I had Lord Nay. I think I had Lord Tay.
Did Nate fought?
Miss Streams. Well, yeah. Nate, what? Because somebody came late.
I remember D and Streams stood on the stool.
No, Streams got it.
She stood on the chair.
Streams got to the DC girl. Something like that.
Yeah, but Streams just stood on the chair on her though. The Streams, she stood on top of her chair. The Streams
Lord D when he gets Apex. Lord Tay when he gets somebody, yo. What's his name? That nigga, damn, what's his name? The little nigga, he looked like, I forgot his nigga name.
J.O. Spade? No, that was the one we lost. That's the one we were supposed to win.
They probably won't get mad at you because you don't know none of them. You forgot all of them. I know my 5. Miss Streams, Lord D, Lord Tay, Lord Nay, and I didn't have Tay Rock.
The DC chick was from Grind Time. I didn't know her.
She battled Miss Streams.
I didn't know her.
Lord
was it Fendi? It was Fendi?
Yeah, Miss Streams battled Fendi.
Yeah, it's Fendi.
Lord Tay battled what's his name? Damn, what's that nigga name?
PT and Rittens.
No, it's
Because you had Rittens, right?
No, I don't think
that was Grind Time. But that Grind Time. No, what? You had Rittens. You did have Rittens. Rittens had the bucket hat on.
I don't remember that.
When PT was joking him and Rittens threw the hat down. It was.
No, what I'm saying is we almost lost because I think somebody didn't show up. We almost lost. We did. We almost lost.
The final fight was J.O. Spade and Smurf, I think.
I think Smurf beat him.
And Smurf beat him when he wasn't supposed to. Yeah, Spade was going to beat him.
I was scared. I was scared in general because I was like, yo.
No, we was supposed to get three. We was supposed to get three. We was supposed to get three.
I was scared because I was like, yo, them niggas about to cheat this nigga.
Oh, see.
That's what I thought.
Nah, man, we ain't rock like that. We ain't rock like that, man.
I was scared though when I said,
nah, man.
I was happy we won. Nigga. I was so happy. I had a little Kool-Aid man shirt.
Let me tell you. I was happy.
I still got the video.
I was happy you won on the low because it's like I wanted to win, but I was good that you knew that we was about our shit.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to win, but when we didn't win, it's like, all right, well.
But you understand what I'm saying? Y'all was hard niggas to beat, nigga.
No, we was not. We
wasn't.
It
wasn't. Let me say that first. Whatever he had, cause I think he had more advanced niggas more than me.
I did.
I did. And let's go back. If anybody looking at this whole interview, let's go back to the grind time and all this.
No,
he had more advanced niggas than me. I had young.
You were supposed to beat the Streams.
I
knew we was gonna lose the Streams fight. I felt like we were gonna lose the Streams fight. I felt like we were gonna get. I thought definitively we got Apex and Jail Spade. I knew that. For me, those are two.
That was a toughie though.
That was tough.
They beat him though.
That was tough. It was Apex. I think the third round was the.
Yeah. That was a toughie though.
Yeah, but it was.
Oh yeah, Jail Spade did battle. Who was
Smurf
beat him.
But Tate won his fight.
I guess who? What's his name? What's that nigga name? I'm sorry, I forgot your name, yo.
Who did he fight? Was he Brian or was he born?
No, it was one of your niggas. Damn, I forgot that nigga name. Oh my god, I know him. I just seen him on Facebook.
Pex gonna kill me when he sees it.
I just seen him on Facebook. I think his nigga named Space or something. He was like a pretty boy nigga. Oh my god, he got like a little haircut, brown skin nigga. It's one of your mans. I forgot that nigga's name though, yo.
I don't even know.
Is it Space or Ace? It's not.
No. J.O. Spade definitely had Smurf because he did the I don't like the Spade.
I forgot that nigga's name. I'm sorry, yo.
Oh man.
I got shot in my pocket. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Shaka don't hit these though.
No, I'm good. Yo.
I didn't see that.
Damn.
I'm sorry, y'all. Damn.
I remember Ritten's PT fought Ritten's. We won that one.
This is good times, man.
Who was it? I don't know.
Listen, I forgot that nigga name. Oh my god. I just added him on Facebook too. That's what made me, cause he's from your page. I forgot his name, man. Damn it, that nigga. Oh my god. I was about to say let me get my phone with the shit right there. Yeah. But anyway though.
But man. No, that was good. And again, I'm glad we was able to prove that we're honorable.
Yeah.
And so here's my thing again. I'm more about the my history. My history and my legacy is more important than my pride, man. Like I need niggas to know that I'm stand up. I need people to know that I'm about what I say I'm about. And at the end of the day, the culture and what we're doing matters more than someone's ego. Like, yeah, you my man, but then you lost, yo. You got to eat that.
So let me ask you this. So do you think this interview right here was powerful?
Yeah.
This was like a couple years in the working, right?
Yeah.
Couple years in the work.
Listen, man, anytime, listen, I think this should be an interview where we're both interviewed by someone else.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
I think who the fuck we gotta pick somebody? I don't know.
I think that's a good thing. You know, for somebody it have to be someone who wants to do it, someone who's done their history on both of us and want to know more, want to get more in depth, and they have questions that's gonna dig that. But
I like this because this is a legacy for me. Like, you know what I mean? I look at God at, you know me, from a whole standpoint. Yeah. That's why you was asking me, he was like, yo, should I get the camera? I said, no, nigga, I'm in this bitch with you. Like, you know what I mean? Because, like, that's why I tell everybody, I say, yo, I believe in this. When you die, you're still alive. I believe in write your own Bible, basic instructions. Basic instructions before you leave Earth. That's what Bible means.
I'm okay with
that.
I
mean? So I believe that you document everything.
I'm okay
so
with that.
If you got Shaka documenting his whole entire life story, you got me documenting.
I'm trying to get a book written, man. I'm trying to get a book.
You better write a book?
Well, I need to have a book. I need to have a book written
Right.
So
it's something.
Right.
Something.
Like, well, so my problem is I'm going to need people from different parts of my life.
Even on the structure battle rap, I would say that though. I would say if you know, because you were telling me, because it goes back to what he was saying in the 80s and the 90s about the structure of hip hop itself. You know what I mean? And I think that, because I never knew that. I never knew that shit. I'm about to say about my battles, but the pit fights itself was structured off of, you know what I mean, what you know about from the 80s and the 70s and all that. Because me, I'm just coming out like, yo, I'm just trying to help people. You coming out from, nigga, I already know this shit. I'm just trying to say, like, I'm just trying to help somebody. Like, you know what I mean?
What we want to do is bring structure, but still keep that feel. Right. So the same feel that you got on a basketball court, the same feel you have in the backyard when niggas just going at it. We want that feel, but we don't want nobody to get killed.
Right.
And we wanted to have some type of organization where you have some expectations, right? But we still want that same thing that drew all of us to battle rap. The same thing, the same thing, that energy we all love, and regardless if you a pretty chick with Remy weave, or you know what I mean, or you just a thug. You just it's all or nerve. You just all like that feel and the wittiness, the entertainment. So it's like it's gonna be something. So if you like the words, you got that. If you just like the energy, you got that. If you like the funny entertainment, you got that. Right. You know what I mean? So that's you know, yeah. So that's what we wanted to bring to it. So that's why we sort of called ourselves a hybrid league, because we're not really like grind time. Some of the grind time thing was so nerdy, so right, and we're not that. But then some of the URL stuff, it wasn't URL back then, it was Smack, was so over the top. With the other stuff, it's like, well, that's a little too niggerish. We need to, you know what I mean? That there's no, so let's blend the two. You know what I mean? We keep it rugged, but we have some sense of, okay, this is, we'll do MMA. You know what I mean? We don't like that boxing shit. Boxing, we still need some bare knuckles, but we still need a ref though. You know what I mean? We still need a ref, but we want bare knuckle brawls up in here. Right. That's the feel we wanted it to have in the pit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you know.
So we about to end this interview. So what I want to say is I probably said it earlier though, but like I said, when it's all said and done, I mean your legacy, you know, up on the wall and whatever. You know what I mean? What do you want everybody from New York to? It goes back. I'm just going back to everything. New York to Pennsylvania to Baltimore City. What you want everybody to remember you as, and how do you want to go out in this world? You know, because I believe when you die, you're still alive. I believe that it depends on how much body of work that you do on the earth. I believe that too, though. So I'm letting him talk. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, so I'm ending like this, man. You know what I mean? So.
You know what? This is a hard one for me because I would like to hear what other people. I would like to hear what other people feel. I would like to hear how other people judge my work and my worth.
But I want to know. We don't want no person from you though.
I mean,
because you're a legend. You can't deny that you're not a legend.
I'm aware. I'm aware of that. Yeah. But you know, for me, it's more important of why and how it affected other people. You know, like that.
But it goes to the question is why did you think you did what you did then? So let me ask that then. Yeah. Why do you think you did what you did as far as the pit fights? I'm about to say Baltimore better, so the Spitters Club and stuff like that. It's just why is that though? You know what I mean? Because you said me and you in the same boat because we care about people. So express that. That's what I want you to express. Like more of that. That's what I'm saying.
I enjoy teaching. I enjoy I enjoy teaching. I enjoy giving what I know. That satisfies me.
A lot of people don't do
that. That satisfies me. So it's what I call a healthy sense of selfishness, where I realize that I'm doing things for you that benefit me. I'm aware of that, right? But I'm also aware of I'm doing shit for you. Right. Like, don't get that twisted, right? So just because I'm benefiting from it doesn't mean that it's not for you. I just, you know, I'm aware that I feel good.
And that's what I didn't realize.
I feel good making other people feel good.
At that younger age.
So I realized that, you know, I feel good making other people feel good. That fuels me.
Yeah.
So, you know, I would hope that part is valued, and I would like to, you know, again, like my thing is, you know, living eulogies. Like, you know, like I value my worth. I know how I feel, but is that the real of it?
Everybody feel like
right. Who else
feel like you when you feel right?
It's like when you listen to your song, you be like, oh, this is fire. This is crack. Oh my God! And then you play it outside, and he's like,
go ahead, nigga.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, I believe I've done some good things on this earth. I believe I've made up. And for a lot of a lot of the things I did to hurt people, I feel like
what you talking about.
It's like,
let me get in deep into that real quick because so do you think all the bad stuff that you did and all you can say the good stuff you did as far as the battles and all that, do you think it's like a way, or do you think that, because I told my homeboy this too before, he was like, yo, every time you know, I try to do something good, you're the bad, always keep coming to me. So I asked him, I said, yo, how long you been doing bad? No, listen.
Talk.
All right, so I was like, how long you been doing bad? He's like, I was out there robbing niggas, I was like 13, 15. I said, so you gotta
at least
get that same,
at least.
So look, I said you gotta get that same time frame
at least
is when you at now. I said, you was talking about 13, 15. I said, now you in the 20s and all that. Because he kept trying to figure out, like, why all the bad shit you coming to.
Yeah.
I said, because God will do, like, that's what I be trying to figure out. Like, and I don't be trying to talk religious or nothing like that, but people don't understand, though, yo. Like, even Lauryn Hill said it. What you know about universal law? What you throw out come back to you hard. You know what I mean? That's real shit.
But it's real. So no, I'm fully aware of that, and I've said that out loud to myself and to other people. The same consistency you had on the other side of the fence, you're gonna have to have
the evil side and all that,
and more just to get
exactly. Yeah.
So no, I feel that right now, if the Creator decided, you know, that it was my time, I'm good.
I think you'll be good. Yeah.
I you know,
You think you balance everything out for yourself?
I think I have more in the pot than.
You think the music and the battles balance everything up, like for helping people? Well,
it's not just that. See, it's also what I do just in my daily life. You know, the work that I do. The work that I do with youth and for youth, and the work I'm doing with my biking organization. You know.
Yeah, I like that.
You know,
we gotta talk about that.
We're taking youth out to Colorado in July.
We can talk about that too before we end.
Yeah, so we got my organization is Black People Ride Bikes, or Black Biking Advocacy Organization. So, you know, when we're talking about biking infrastructure in the city, and we're talking about money being put into neighborhoods and communities, we want in. And when I say we, I mean Black people. Because bike lanes are the new Starbucks, right? So when you see bike lanes going up, you know, white folk coming in and white money coming in. So my thing is, you know, don't act like Black people don't ride bikes. So so that's just one of the missions, advocacy work, as far as having a voice down at City Hall, and you know, talking to the mayor and things of that nature. And then the other thing is getting more Black people on bikes. You know, getting Black people to see.
So it's like more of an exercise for a Black person?
Yeah.
Like they get them to stop being lazy?
Yes. And not just lazy, but more connected to your environment. Like, for instance, right where you are now, and about 5 miles from you, this is a dope ass park with a mini beach and fishing and nature trails. You know, but I guarantee you, a lot of people don't know it's there. Right.
They just go out here and move and just like
but but when you ride bikes, you see things you never saw before. You know, you'll take a left that you never took because you're in a car. You ain't taking a left in that car. You ain't going down that. You ain't going down that path in that car. Like, You know what I mean? But on the bike, you might say, let me take this. Let me see what's over here.
So you more into the nature.
Explore the riding.
And I would say that's more closer to the Most High too.
Yes.
I believe that though.
No, it's
because you more in the nature and you know what I mean. We out here just. Yeah. That's what I told people too. I said, yo, I understand that you're out cars now. I said, yo. What I noticed that all my homeboys, them niggas is so fat right now. All them niggas got cars, dog. Mm-hmm. All these niggas got big bellies and all. Like they was never that big before, yo. Never that big before.
I got rid of my car in 18, and I definitely could tell a driving weight. You know what I mean? I definitely had a driving weight.
Because you just be like, even I got the bar right down the street. Niggas were like, I'm ready to walk there. And niggas like, nah, we ready to drive. I'm like, yo, it's right there though. Yeah. Why we can't walk? Why we can't walk right there?
I'm like, you're 8 miles from me. You know what I mean? So, you know, but it's.
And let's document that too. I don't want to say this nigga. My uncle though. I'm Uncle Shaka though. Now he's my uncle now. This man drove his whole bike over here. I'm all the way up the county. I think he probably all the way up the city.
I'm downtown.
Exactly. It's not too far, but
8 miles.
This is what I'm saying about. That's how when you got the Most High in you like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not about preaching and all this stuff, but that's just what it is. And he could have been like, Lute, man, I don't feel like riding a bike, suck my ass, bitch. I ain't coming.
It was like 80-something degrees today too.
He came up this bitch quick though. He was at the door. I'm over here trying to eat a steak. He's like, nigga, I'm at the door, nigga.
Hey man,
I said, hey, when you drink.
That's my transportation. I got 5 of those things right now.
I love that helmet too.
I got 5. Yeah, thanks. So just I'm trying to do things. You know, I'm doing different things with my life, man. I'm in a space where I'm at peace.
I love you. I love you.
I know who I am. I know who I am, and I'm good, Lou. And I just want everybody, man, to.
I'm so glad. Not to cut you off, but I'm so glad, man. Just all this shit that excuse me for a minute though. I'm not gonna cry or nothing like that, but I just all this shit that he was just saying, robbing niggas, and he was in the army and stuff like that, man. I never knew this shit. I never knew this. Excuse my language, but I never knew this stuff. I never knew this stuff about this man because. Man, him was just talking about that, like, when everybody get around each other, it's all about battles and it's all about, you trying to get a drink and some weed and all, like that's what I'm just going on my YouTube channel or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, y'all don't know that, you know what I mean, like, it's real life out here, you know what I mean, and for a man from him, he not even from Baltimore, you know what I mean, but for a man like him to come from, he said PA to New York, to come to Baltimore City and to do this thing and to do this Baltimore hip hop shit and because this shit never been done before and what I did never been done before, you know what I mean? And he told y'all, he gave me big props, you know what I mean? And that's why I sit back and I listen because it's like that's what I be needing, you know what I mean? I need motivation and shit like that, because I'm glad like it's one thing about me, there's never no hatred. Even when me and him was arguing, I told him that when he cussed me out on the phone, I didn't care about it. Because I still respect him as a man because this nigga still did bigger shit than I ever seen before. He was, matter of fact, put it like this, he was doing bigger shit that I ever seen that 92Q and all them niggas was doing. That's the first time you probably heard that. But I was telling him that, that's why I had a beef with 92Q because they didn't care about us, you know what I mean? But this nigga was already doing shit and then he was telling me that he had certain age groups. But when I did it, I had younger age groups. So it goes back to, if y'all looking at this whole thing, it goes back to what he was saying. He said like he had older age groups than I had. So I had Lil Tay that was 15 and 16. He had you know what I mean? Niggas 18, 20 and all that. So me and him, we always going to collide together like that. Even if me and this nigga argue or not, dog, we always going to collide with each other like that because we both put in the work, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I think God is all about, man. I think God is just looking at niggas like, you know what? Even if I take your soul and spirit and all that, man, you did what you had, and I believe that. I believe when you die, you still alive. I believe in building the legacy. And I just told Shaka that too. I said, Shaka, damn, yo. I said, I wish niggas could build me and you a fucking statue. I believe that though. Why not build? Why not? Why not?
I'll take one.
Why not?
I'll take a statue.
Why not?
Listen.
But why not though? You know what I mean?
But that's see now. But I'm gonna give you a
why not?
Look, this interview's supposed to be over, but I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you a buck though. That's honesty. You saying, look, I think I deserve a statue.
I believe that.
But that
you deserve one too. I believe that.
But here's the deal. I do believe that. I mean, if it was possible, right? If there were going to be hip hop statues built, right?
I think me and you.
I think that deserves.
I be over there with a Mad Dog. You over there with a blunt like.
Definitely have a blunt.
Yeah. We live though.
But no, but the honesty is, you knowing your worth and being comfortable to say, yeah, like. You know, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And we get in the age where people feel like you acknowledging your worth or who you are is a bad thing. It's not. It's just that, again, like I said, I would love for the world to feel the same way I feel about me.
Right.
I don't know if it's true. If it's true, please someone tell me. Please someone tell this man. Because please tell someone else, because these are things that we deserve. People, not when I say we, I mean people. I mean us. We all deserve that.
It's crazy because I don't want to cut you off, but it's crazy when you say that. I look at me and you as both prophets, though.
How so?
Crazy, though.
How so?
Because I think if somebody was gonna write a second Bible, I believe that. I ain't even talking drunk. If somebody was gonna write a second Bible about this shit, about this hip hop shit and all that, we was gonna be in it. Period. Me and Shaka was gonna be in it though. I'm talking about like a Bible, like in general, like a life and all that. You know what I mean? Because Bible just means basic instructions before leaving Earth. So you know what I mean. So of course, you know what I mean. Things happen, but I believe if the second Bible is gonna be like, yo, you need to do this, and you got this type of talent and all that. No, listen what I'm saying. You could break dance, you could sing, you could rap and all that. I believe that. If you got a nigga like him and me, I believe that we can structure and like, all right, so I might could take the singers and dancers. Shaka might could take look. You see what I'm saying? Shaka might could take the certain rappers and shit, or Shaka might could write for certain rappers. You dig what I'm saying? You never know, but I believe stuff like that. It's like certain people be on this earth. I'm telling you,
only in my will, only in what I know.
Oh, but I believe, I told somebody this before, I believe that when certain people be on this earth, yo, I believe certain people is touched, yo. I'm telling you what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking about, you got the flesh, and I believe in spirits and all that. I believe that certain niggas, I believe in certain niggas is touched, though, dog. And when I come across Shaka, and I ain't even saying that to be on camera, but Shaka, like I said, I just told him before the camera's even on. I'm gonna say it right now. I said, Shaka, I said, I'm a fan of you. I said, I love y'all, man. I said, did I lie? I said, Shaka, I said, I'm so happy to just do the interview.
Did I
say that? I said, I'm so happy. I said, because Shaka and them don't know that I was a fan of them before them. Shaka knew me before everybody.
I had no idea.
Cuss me out, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. You ain't know.
Hey, we ain't got footage of that, so it never happened.
Yeah. But that nigga, but that's what I did. I took all that, and that shit make you stronger, though, man. You know what I mean? That shit make you stronger from a nigga that already been doing it already. And I used to tell everybody, like, I was so happy because I just seen you. What was that? What battle that was? I gave you a hug and shit. We gave each other a hug.
Rookie versus Vets.
It was downtown somewhere by the fucking abortion clinic. The spot over there, yeah. I saw you.
It was Rookie versus Vets.
Yeah, I think it was. And I saw you. That's the first time I seen you in a long time.
I remember that. Yeah, it was down the on Howard Street.
That's what I wanted to ask you. I was like, yo, did you ever feel some type of way that like I hated you or some shit? Like,
no,
did you ever
No, I never. No.
Because when I seen you, I was happy. Like, I don't know if you remember that though. I was like, yo, what's up, yo?
I remember.
You was like, what's up, Lute, baby?
I
told Murder, and I said, yo, Murder, I want to see Shaka so bad. Murder was like, all right, yo, Shaka won't be down there. I said, yo, because I ain't seen him since. That nigga cussed me out. And I always keep saying that, but
hold on.
So
was that our last interaction?
When you cuss me on
for real?
Yeah, nigga. When you last time, I lied to you not.
Wow.
Yeah, last time you cussed me on the phone. But I ain't take it because I knew what it was. You was like, nigga, fuck you.
Wow, and that was so long ago.
It was long ago.
Wow.
And so when I first I saw you that day and that, cause they remember when we was on the camera, they was like, yo, they go Lute. You was like, yo, they go to the Lute right there, and Murder pushed me up to the front, like, yeah, there you go. I'm like, all right, what's up, man?
Yeah, cause I told you to come up. You was like, nah, you were,
But that's what I'm saying, because that's what I was trying to let everybody know, that I always show you love. Yo, you hosted damn near most of all my y'all can go online right now and type in this nigga hosted most of my battles.
Well, it's because you know what? Again, it was like you.
I should tell you like
you need like.
But I should tell you that.
But I was come on. But watch this. I was only there.
I had love for you.
I was only there to have fun. I was only there as a fan. But I'm like, I was like, yo, this man need me. I'm a pussy, and that's
what I'm saying. I had love for you already. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. I already love you.
I respect that. I just want to let you know that
you hosted like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I remember. I remember.
T-Rocking them down. All that shit.
I remember. The McKinn's,
Yeah.
No, I remember.
You was down there like in Boys Baltimore, Simon Piston, man.
I remember.
So that's what I love about it. So maybe we ain't gonna hold y'all too much, but I want to say, man, that's what I love about this man. It's not a dick ride or nothing like that, but what I want to say is that, man, if there's no Baltimore battles without the pit fights. I mean, shit, like I think it's one of another, right? I think he probably would say the same thing though. I think that we both, you know what I mean, accomplished what we needed to accomplish though, and I appreciate God that. You know what I mean? That we, and like, it's just crazy though, man, because like I said, he know me from being a younger guy, from the MySpace and all that. He was doing what I was doing and all that. You know what I mean? So I just appreciate that about that we could just do what we do at the end of the day. And I really believe that though. Me and him was talking about that. But I really believe that me and him do need a statue though. You know what I mean? Shit. Even if y'all don't give us a statue, give me like a half a hand or something.
I'll take
you know
that.
Right. Give me like a head or something or whatever you want to do.
I'll take that. You know what I mean?
But I really think that me and Shaka, like, I'm just glad to be in the same conversation with him, because you gotta think what I'm saying, nigga. I'm young. I'm about to be 35 this year, nigga. So I saw the model. I know, right? But I said, like, Sean was just telling Sean, nigga was like, yo, you still look the same, Luke. But I said, yo,
you a vampire, yo.
I said, nigga, man, hey, man, you know what I mean? But it was all cool, man. One thing I'm gonna tell y'all this though too, man, because a lot of people, I know we're gonna end this though from my YouTube channel, but a lot of y'all don't know, man. I know everybody talks so bad about Baltimore City, the violence, about we killing each other and all that, man. But when you got a nigga like this, just caring about the youth and all that, when you got a nigga like me, and I always tell y'all that about on my channel all the time. When you got two niggas like this care about the youth, Baltimore City not bad. So it's gonna be about the inner city, what y'all see. If it's about Cherry Hill, Greenmount, and shit like that, it is what it is. But like, you got people in Baltimore City trying to make it better for everybody. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand, yo. That's my whole channel. My channel's about when you live, you still alive. You know what I mean? I believe that, like, building your legacy and stuff like that. So what I want to tell y'all, I got a fucking Baltimore legend or PG legend or New York legend, whatever you want to call himself. I got a legend on my channel. I'm happy to do the interview. He can sign off, whatever you want to say, he can sign off, man. I'm just happy. I got my little shot.
Hey.
I'm just happy to have this nigga, man. I told you, nigga.
I appreciate being here, man. Again.
Oh, and by the way, man, tell him how you was fighting cancer and beating, man. This nigga's a warrior, nigga.
Yeah,
let me get that. This nigga's a warrior, nigga. This nigga, man, tell him, go ahead, man.
So
yeah, a warrior, nigga.
You know, I got cancer up against the wall right now. You know what I mean? Working that bitch over real quick.
Right.
I mean,
right.
Giving the business, but it's a struggle, man. It's the biggest fight I've had in my life. It's definitely life-changing experience, you know. So I'm in the process of just getting my body back. You know, I've had some surgeries. I got some radiation to do, and I'm just trying to, you know, stay normal, because you already got Rona out there. So it's like, damn, Rona and cancer. Right. So I'm just trying to stay normal, man, and I'm good, man. I appreciate all the various communities, because every community that I'm involved in has shown me love, as far as, you know, the biking community, the hip hop community, my yoga community. Everyone's come through and showed me love. So,
but the biggest thing I like is that a nigga never gave up. That's the biggest thing.
For me,
that's what your name. That's what your name should be.
Giving up is hard to do.
Never
man.
Gave up, man. You know what I mean?
Never gave up, man. I wanted to, bro. Sometimes.
For real?
Man, listen. I tell you what, man, and I'll tell everyone. You know, you can visit that space. You just can't live there. Right. I mean, you can visit that space. It's healthy. It's okay to be like, yo,
So do you get scared when the doctor tell you them things like, yo, you got cancer?
Yeah.
Shit like
that. No, that fucked me up.
Dang.
That fucked me up. It fucked me up. And then there's some days when it still fucked me. And some days I was just sitting there like, some bullshit.
I was mad, nigga, when that nigga told me. I told you when the nigga drunk nigga was like, yo, you know, I'm like, yo, get that fuck out my face, nigga. You drunk, nigga. That's what he told. I remember I told you. I said, Shaka, a drunk nigga told me that.
Well, the funniest story I have, I told one of my close friends, and she started crying, and I told her, I said, look, check this, is funny. I said, I'm good. I said, I'm good. I'm gonna be okay. I said, don't cry. She said, that's easy for you to say. I'm like, what? Like, what? I'm the one with cancer. How is it easy for me to say?
It kind of almost makes sense. It makes sense a little bit. Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's like, it's like you processed it already.
But she's
like,
on a whole nother level.
Yeah. She's right. But I'm like, what? But at the end of the day, man, I'm like, I'm good, man.
I mean, that shit broke a lot of hearts. Even if we was beefing the night, though, man. What I did, though. I said, damn, Sean. I said, what's up, baby? What's up? I always try to reach out to you, though. You know
I'm in a good space, Lute. Like, I'm in a good space, man. And like I said, I will be honest.
I love you, man.
Love you too, man. If something happened to me right now, I had a good run. Right. I mean, like, I'm good. Like,
definitely did. And you know what's crazy? Everything is documented. That's what I was saying about our documentation, about even the Bible. I told everybody, I said, write your own Bible.
Yeah.
So if Shaka got the book of Shaka, man, don't listen to what I'm saying. You got the book of Luke, right? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Not Luke, but the book of Luke, though. You see what I'm saying? The book of Shaka and all that. That's what I'm saying. I said, yo, basically started before. I said, yo, write your own. I tell everybody, write your own Bible, yo. No. I said, so if something happened to Shaka, man, that's what I was saying. Hopefully, Shaka leaves so much body of work on this earth that if something happened to him.
Guess what? Guess what's more important for me, Lou? What's more important for me is the battle rapper that I introduced to the young lady.
For real?
That gets married and have kids.
So what is this? Something I don't know about?
No, what I'm saying is that's more important for me. You understand? The fact that that's my legacy. The fact that this man has met his wife through my lead.
Yeah. Okay.
This man has a kid and a whole fucking family.
So that happened a couple of times?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
You have groups that form like Team Cremate, a phenomenal music collective. They form from the pit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's my legacy. I mean, that shit
bringing everybody together.
And then when it spreads out, it gets to be, it's like pollen, right? It gets that one. It comes from the one, right? The one flower,
pollen,
right? And it just flies out to everywhere, right? So that's for me. That's the legacy that I'm in people's stories, man. Right? That I'm in their history. So it's not just Shaka Pitt's story gets expanded because now Luke tells Shaka Pitt's story. She tells Shaka Pitt's story. He tells. So that's what I'm saying. That's where
it's bigger than us.
And it's bigger than the camera. We hope the camera gives us a 50 years, 10, 50 years or whatever. But this.
So y'all was looking at this interview like
this is gonna get us further. It's gonna get us further than that camera will, man. You know, it's gonna get us further than that camera.
That's powerful right there.
You know, but yeah, it's good, great interview.
So end us off though. So look, man, at the end of the day, you give out
Oh yeah,
Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah,
or
I mean,
whatever
I'm real easy to find, man. Like everything about me is easy marketing.
Hopefully
So,
y'all enjoy this too, man. I really think was a good interview because this was needed between me and him. Period. So this was like a personal thing though, but this was needed between me and him, man. I'm glad that two guys that y'all just don't understand, man. It's bigger than Baltimore. It's been a long
time coming, man.
It's bigger than Baltimore, man. We can do some more like this. Me and him talking about I was talking about the Baltimore Bears.
No, we're gonna do something, man.
Big ass cookout. I love big ass cookout.
No, we definitely.
I gotta do it at my house.
We going to
Madison Park or something.
We going to a state. Yeah, we going to a state park or something, man.
We gotta do it,
man. We'll get it in, but you know,
we have some one round. We got some one round battles.
We grown, so you know, people can get out the places now.
We can do some one round battles.
We definitely do that.
Do we got to do peer fights versus Baltimore Bears?
We just have fun.
I'm gonna have to hit streams in them up. I
got streams. I haven't heard from my girl.
Streams, she
doing, man?
She good. Yeah. I'm Tay them will come off for one round.
Oh yeah, Tay come out. Spence, I think Spence is on the he got a fight coming up, I think, in the pit.
Yeah. But I think you got some good.
We can do it, man. But y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my man's page, man. Stop playing. Click the likes when when the videos come up.
Man,
Hit the likes on it. Get the algorithm going crazy, man. Share it out. Make some comments.
Appreciate you, man.
And when you comment on the part that you like. Be like, yo, 30 minutes, that shit was like, wow. Or yo, whatever. Like,
that's what I need to start doing. Like, chop the whole thing up. Like, Shaka said this and Shaka said this.
Yeah, cause
I should have had you get like, nigga, fuck you. Like I could have put that area like, oh, you niggas already with me, nigga. That's how everybody do though, nigga. Everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Look, check out Shaka. Give me your Instagram. Facebook.
Instagram for Black People Ride Bikes.
Yeah, the bikes and all. I love that helmet too.
Black People Ride Bikes. So it's real simple. Black People Ride Bikes is the Instagram. BlackPeopleRideBikes.com is the website. Black People Ride Bikes is the Facebook. And I'm Shaka Pitts. SHAKA PITTS. You can Google me. I'm Googleable. So.
Yeah, appreciate y'all looking at this, man. So.
Thank you, Lute.
Yeah. This was a big one for me. When you get Baltimore legends, I would call him a Baltimore legend. Would you call yourself a Baltimore legend?
I would. I would.
That nigga, he act like me though, nah. Fuck.
I
think we be in the corner like, nigga, you gotta cook. I'm nigga, fuck all.
Nigga, I'm just saying, I'm aware of what I've done, and I'm aware of lives I've changed. But that doesn't mean I get complacent. That doesn't mean I just rest on that. That just means I'm aware. It's no different than the doctor going home and be like, yeah, I delivered 3 babies today. He ain't bragging.
Nah, I ain't that nigga though.
He just said, I delivered 3. It just is what it is. You know what I mean?
But I think we don't get that much though. That's what I'm saying. That's why if I can say it, that's why I said if I can say it on camera, niggas would be like, damn, what are you talking about?
No, that's what I'm saying. We don't.
Like you shouted me out. You gave me big love.
Yeah, but we don't get it, and I'm gonna say this in a lot of
times. That's fucked up though.
It is fucked up, but it's just the nature of the game that we're in. Again, when you're a provider, it's tantamount or equivalent to the strong friend. People's like, you're the strong friend. You good. You don't need me to check on you.
Yeah.
So it's sort of the same thing. Like the relationship is different. We're providing services. We're providing outlets. We're providing coaching. We're providing mentoring. We're providing. So when you provide, then people are used to that. That's the relationship. They're used to receiving and not really used to having it being.
I hear that? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's some real shit though.
Don't get upset with that.
Yo, what you just said, that's basically the same thing with relationships.
Yeah.
But one person always just provides shit. That's why shit don't work out. Right.
But the difference is in this relationship, you signed up for that part, right? So it's
almost like marriage.
No, it is. So for instance, in the pit, right, is the patriarch or the top guy in the pit. I have a responsibility, and I know this, and it's like. I can't be mad because I signed up for this shit. It's my shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? It ain't like someone hired me. This is what I chose to do. So knowing that there's a responsibility that comes with it. There's a.
So responsibility comes with any good thing that you're trying to do in life.
Period.
That makes sense.
Period.
So any good thing or bad thing.
But the responsibility comes with anything that this. If it's your initiative. right? If it's your brainchild, it's your baby, then yeah, you have responsibilities. And if you're caring for these guys, for instance, the same way you protected Baltimore Battles, right? That wasn't no different than you protecting Lil Tay. You said, nah, Tay, I ain't gonna let you go over here and fuck with this league or fuck with these people. Yo, a snake. Nah, don't. I know what he about, Tay. He just trying to get you over there. He gonna make you pay him $150 a battle so he can put you on his channel. You know what I'm saying? Like you will protect Tay like that. Yeah. But guess what? You have a fucking obligation to protect Tay like that because it's your thing, and you brought him in this thing. You're running this thing, right? And he's part of Baltimore Battles. Right. So how I'm gonna let him go out here into this fuck world and not be prepared? So so that responsibility is the very reason why he was like, oh no, I don't know if I'm Big Philly and Shaka. I don't know. It was the same responsibility. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It was the same shit.
I didn't know.
You just didn't know that we were okay to trust, right?
Like I said, y'all always already advanced.
Right. But you didn't know that. But what I'm saying is that you were doing your response. You were doing.
They're trying to protect them.
Yes,
like it's
exactly.
like a father, like a big uncle.
Yes.
That's
but
they always called me that. They was like, yo, this uncle.
And that's your job.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what y'all didn't know. Yeah. So that's why I think everything got mixed up.
I knew. I was just tired of trying to prove to you that we were safe.
You ain't do it like a couple times?
I did. I remember coming. I remember talking to you downtown. Roland Mook was down there.
Price Smith.
So we were sitting on the little steps. We were sitting on the steps, and I remember saying like, yo, like, you know, I remember having a conversation with you about getting. So I'm like, yo, so I was like, listen, man, what do you want? Like, you really think I'm trying to take your thing from you, bro? Like, I like, number one, I don't want it. Number two, I can't do nothing with all these young motherfuckers. Right. That's you. Yeah. That's your army. I think they're not gonna listen. They respect me because they know I'm a general, right? But those are your troops. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm a general in this army, and they respect me. Oh, that's Shaka. He's a general. Yeah, but he ain't Baltimore Battles general. Lute is Baltimore Battles general. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I couldn't do nothing with it either. What I'm gonna do? All right, y'all. Lute gone. I'm running this shit. Nigga, like, get the fuck out of here. One of us running this shit, nigga. Right. That's how that would have went. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, so I was like, what? I can't do this. There's no way I can do what he thinks I'm trying to. There's no way I can do that.
And this shit was new. Like, I just didn't nobody know about it. You know what I mean?
I feel you. But now we good. And, you know, we good to go, man. So, but yeah, I'm going to get up out of here, man, before the sun go down. I ain't got no lights.
Where you go?
I ain't got no lights. I came out on my daytime shit.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. So we've been at interview with Shaka Pitts, man. Yep. We've been drinking,
smoking,
everything going, man.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best interviews I had so far.
Had a good time,
y'all. He gave y'all everything, man. So look, at the end of the day, man, like I said, Baltimore show love. I mean, I know everybody be looking at, you know, Baltimore, right? 235 killings and shit like that, man. But look, man,
some good shit here.
It's bigger than what y'all think it is, and I'm just talking about for the YouTube people, because I'm just going on my YouTube channel. So I'm just saying, man, it's bigger than what y'all think it is, though, man. So you got people like him that's trying to save the Baltimore youth and me too. I'm not doing it no more, really, with the battles, but you know, I still got love for everybody, but we did it at our time frame. That's why I'm trying to tell everybody that God give everybody a specific time frame to do things. Yep. Like I said, Jay-Z wasn't gonna rap all day. This nigga owned basketball teams and shit. This nigga owned everything, you know what I mean? So he wasn't gonna be rapping all this nigga like 45, 50. You know what I mean?
Jay-Z
so
52.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just, I think when we get into a position to do what we gotta do, I think that it's mandatory to do what we gotta do though. You know what I mean? Like shit, if Shaka ain't host battles, he said probably in a while. But if he come across a situation and all that, if he gotta do it, shit, he gotta do it. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? They were like, come on, Shaka, we don't got nobody else to do it, man. Can you come on and do it?
I've done it. And,
you be down there cutting grass though. Like, come on, Shaka, come on.
I've done it.
Out of nowhere.
I've done it. I've done it in Philly. I've been in Philly and they needed me to do, like, I've saved whole events. You know, I've seen league owners leave, like, fuck it, I'm done with this. And I'm like, I got it. We can't let this fall apart. I mean, these rappers need me. You know what I mean? So, you know,
crazy,
man.
I love y'all though, man.
Peace.
Shaka give you all the information, right?
Yep. Y'all got me. Y'all know how to get at me. Get at me.
Hey, y'all, man. It's going straight up with my YouTube channel, Facebook, and everybody. Appreciate y'all. Show respect to the legends. Show respect to the legends, man.
Yes, sir.
We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Always keep God first. And we out, baby.
I share.
Holla.